Hello, everyone. I'm Kev, and you are you. Welcome to Black Men Being Brutally Honest on a Monday. Well, I mean, it's technically Tuesday now, so thanks for being here anyway. What's good? Um, Here to talk about who killed the R&B music mentality. Um, Maybe I should have titled it "What" instead, because that would make it seem accusatory to certain people, and we know how we can't take being really accused of anything that it's negative, because no one ever complains about being accused of anything positive. I mean, just face that reality. But for those of you who are tuning in, thank you very much. Know you have various things you have to do, like for many of you and myself included, the work week is just starting. So Um, if you can watch in real time during the live stream, that's great. I really appreciate you being here. You are what I like to call true to the game. but um, but for that other group that I like to call the replay gang, special shout out to you as well. Those who make a special effort to watch this program, this show, this live the broadcast, you know, later on. So they're very important to the algorithm. So shout out to you guys. So comment replay gang. Shout out to Days and Black Pearl and Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power. Yes. I mean, I'm very interactive with the people on this channel here, as you can see or will see if you haven't tuned in to this place yet. So we're still all getting to know each other, but there are some of us that have known each other for a while. So you're all welcome here. So if you haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and definitely for all of you, hit that like button. I hear the algorithm likes a like button, and in some cases the dislike button. So I mean, both are appreciated. Whatever you want to do, it is fine with me. So I mean, some people may not like what I have to say about this little topic tonight. Who killed the R&B music mentality? You know what I'm talking about, y'all fellas. Getting on bended knee for these women. Want to love them for life. All my life I prayed for someone like you. That kind of thing. you know Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? I mean, for any of you men out there in 2024, for what you see out there in this day and age, do you believe that you will break down in front of this, the mentality of the single woman in 2024? I know many of you like to call it the modern day woman. Would you break down in front of her, in all of her beauty and elegance, and just start singing from your heart? You know what I'm saying? Would you do it? Would you do it? Can you think of a woman? I mean, can you think of a woman, as a heterosexual man, that you would break down like this for? Get on bended knee and be like, "Woo, woo, woo, what you doing? Thank you for being here. Oh my God, you look good." That kind of thing. What do you believe that that kind of thing still exists? And who is to blame? So, what inspired this title was, this little screenshot, going around. It wasn't quite arranged like this, but I mean, 21 Savage, is a rapper that's not necessarily from my generation or my side of things, but I've listened to a few of his songs and they're okay. But, cool guy, he does stuff for the community and that counts. That counts in my book. So, kudos to that guy. But, yeah, this is a he's that here's the caption says 21 Savage explains why male R&B singers don't make love songs for women like they used to. And but he put it seems like he put it very bluntly. Say, y'all bitches some hoes now. Nobody singing to y'all. Everybody sell pussy. Ain't nobody to sing for. Mm, excuse me. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, because I remember the live stream I did before about R&B music and basically said that all of the old R&B, hits, but we're just, glorified simping, basically. And due to, I guess, what goes on in today's climate of dating, which I can't really comment on too much because I'm not out there, but from what I can see, what I've observed, I mean, it's tough out there. It's it's a tough thing to find somebody that I just, in the way I just described, that is worthy of that. And I mean, if that person, uh, if there is a person out there actually like that, that's for you. My suggestion is you grab onto that motherfucker and hold them down, man. I mean, shoot. I mean, it's not many out there that's like that, for real, but I mean, most have adopted this, and I mean, like, there's gonna be some women that come forward and say that they are not like this, and I understand that, but, I mean, you have this growing mentality, but, you got the Megan Thee Stallion Sexy Red mentality. I mean, that's what the young people like, and people think that's a good idea. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie, from our generation, we thought some bad things were a good idea too. When it came to our rap music, but and not as much as you motherfuckers today be adopting shit. But I mean, it's I mean, the difference between then and now is social media. So I mean, y'all know what I mean. But this is more from the men's side of things. I can't I can't sympathize with the whole men ain't shit mentality. Yeah, yeah. So just so as a man, as I see in today's climate, is no room for the things that we used to do when we were kids and teenagers. I mean, for Gen Xer like me. I mean, it was I don't know, from what I observed, it wasn't very much different for millennials, the older millennials, but for us Gen Xers, we like that slow music shit, we, you know, like to, look at the girls and say, "Hey, how you doing?" and let me get this slow dance and all this other shit. But then, like, you really just listen to the lyrics, man. Who'd you sing "End of the Road" to? Hey, can I mean anybody in that chat? Who can you sing "End of the Road" to? It's so natural. You belong to me. I belong to you. I mean, I don't even think like really all these married couples be thinking like that. Like it's everything's just on a cloud and we just always playing this shit around each other. But the what he basically saying is like by saying that y'all bitches some hoes now, is basically that the implication is that hoes killed the R&B mentality in men. I know this is this is just a conversation. Okay. This ain't nothing serious. This ain't nothing to examine, to tear apart, to rip apart, to break down, to come up with a bunch of studies as to why. No, this is just what it is. I'm sorry, fellas. I really am. But, I ought to say, give it a try. If you meet that special someone, is it's tough. I get it, man. Nobody wants to be a fool. Nobody wants to have the wool pulled over their eyes because basically, if a man slips and a man fucks up, he's blamed for it. It's no way that he is. There's no way that we aren't as men. If we slip up and we do not get the woman or, she's able to play us out of a meal like she used us for a foodie call or something like that, or she's, has a neck popping attitude, then hey, you want to sing R&B music to that? Yeah, that shit was about loving women. It's like being very interpersonal, getting shit for her, unfortunately, buying her shit. I'll pay your rent soon as I get home from work. I know. Shoot. I mean, a lot of that shit, a lot of that entitlement, that was a seed that was planted in Gen X. I'm afraid to say. They sell pussy. Shoot. I had some younger friends who have been all over the country. And they would say, man, sometimes in them clubs it's as easy as them naming a price. I've been with Drew from club shit when that shit started, so he said some of these girls are bold enough to be inside the club naming a price. I'm like, damn, that's hard to take that out on the slow dance. Hey, let me get this dance. Oh man, this nice R&B slow song with all these basses on is on in the club. I want to slow dance now. Shoot. Then she names a price. It's tough. It's fucking tough, man. I feel sorry for you guys. You don't know what it's like to genuinely go through some shit like that. To have some cute shit happen between you and a girl in that circumstance. You're college to you. I'm not even talking about like, the high school shit. I'm talking about like college age, adult age. I mean, 30 something, shit like that. Shit, I used to have a good time back in the day. That ain't that doesn't I don't believe that exists anymore, but I could be wrong because I'm not out here, you know? Oh, all I'm saying, to just put it likely is when I see stuff like this, it's just like, okay, I'm just like, too bad. This is what be could be a contributing factor to the beginning of the end. Because most of this community-minded mentality is seen as a farce, and, and you know how I feel about my community. Yeah. So, let's see who's in the chat. I don't even think I shouted you guys out yet. Andre 416, RPM, Christopher the Conqueror, Toya the Tutor. What's going on? Dr. Thunder, forever blessed. If I'm raining on y'all R&B parade, I'm sorry. I mean, I know, we got some music lovers in the chat, some music connoisseurs. I mean, if y'all listen to R&B music, if that shit works for you, I mean, yeah, for me it does too, to reminisce with some of my favorite songs. Like seriously, after 7, ready or not, I'll give you everything. And then you start to think about the lyrics. I give you the sun, the wind, the moon, the stars, and the mountains. I just give you every fucking thing. I mean, it's like, you look for shit and stuff like I mean, You really start to think about it. I mean, like I said, for us married men, it should be like that, but I don't even think we sweating that shit either. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a cold person. Like, why would I suggest anyone subject themselves to that shit except for personal enjoyment or reminiscing of old times? Because in 2024, I seriously doubt it, but I could be wrong. If I pay her rent, who's gonna pay mine? Jake Zero, what's good, man? That man said rhythm and begging, keep sweat. I mean, I get it, man. If one is worth begging, then hey, if they're, I mean, literally, then hey, go for it. But I mean, is this really the young people way? Is this really how it is? Can somebody say yes in the chat if it's a yes? I mean, you can individually say that you're not like that, that you don't think of R&B music in this way, old school R&B, what it has become, which is I don't know what R&B music is today. I mean, I listen to the music and it's like it's some different shit out there. I mean, I don't know to call it R&B or whatever. I mean, is the era is the era dead? Cortez Smith. He said, "I'ma cut to the point. Keisha killed it." Damn, Keisha. Like, who is this Keisha person? This motherfucker is infamous. That bitch is bad. I mean, is he like, yeah, is like Keisha one of these bad bitches? Like that is that it? It's like because I hear the name so much, man. That's a bad bitch. Uh, here come Toya, the Degrisha. And RPM said it's been dead. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Cortez is right. He said Keisha killed. Guess see, damn man. Somebody gotta do something about Keisha, man. I mean, is Keisha single? Like, somebody go put some dick in Keisha. Like, seriously. I'm tired of Keisha fucking up shit. Like, sorry to put it bluntly like that, but I mean, it might solve a few problems. Cause Keisha seems to be a bitch. Man said Keisha killed R&B music. What else Keisha do? Keisha raised Pookie. I mean, oh no, it's not Keisha raised Pookie. Is Keisha screws with Pookie, and then he gets her pregnant, and then she raises little mixtape. Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, whatever the complaint is, and oh yeah, we trying to save Keisha too, and Degrisha, according to Toy. There you go. Hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power. Doesn't make sense to sing love songs to women that don't respect black men. Yeah, I mean, when you say stuff like "don't respect black men," people are gonna always gonna, well, why don't they respect black men? Is there a legitimate reason behind that? People go to a lot of bullshit just to keep you in that position, and we have to start, having the mentality out of that. Like we know that we respect ourselves, so fuck these bitches. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I would say this though, as a grown ass man that is approaching midlife, like the meteor that killed the dinosaurs around that time. I don't, if it was actually literally the right woman, not y'all thought I was gonna say the white woman, the right woman, man. Shit, I don't know. I wouldn't mind sitting around, listen to some music where we just, chilling and shit. You know. I can't leave you alone. You got me fiending, shit like that, man. Know what I'm saying? That shit, is super comfortable, man. It's like a tender moment, you know. I mean, if you don't, do it, have a spirit besides you, a little liquor or something, some bud and some conversation and had the music set right. I like to use jazz music without lyrics, seriously. I mean, I think that's closer to, or, just the right lyrics, or, depending on the mood you're trying to set. If you're just trying to, whatever you're trying to do. But I'm saying for the right person, that shit's a good time. But, it just seem like outwardly, who can you get to that point with? I mean, shit, that shit is luck of the draw. uh, Sorry, guys. Art the stall was good. That man said 21 Savage looked like a thugged out Count Chocula. Oh, was that you said RPM? Was that RPM that said that shit? Keisha kills chivalry. Oh, did she? Well, she thinks she bad, but she overweight on most days. God damn. Something like 6.5 days a week. Like sometimes she looks good. Okay. I mean, say Keisha single, but she's already getting D. I mean, but Keisha wrote a bunch of shit. Oh yeah, see Art Stall down there. Jake Zero said even the R&B women are trying to be savages. Just peep singers like Summer Walker's. Can you really call Summer Walker like R&B? That's like I would say that's really slow rap. Like I don't know. I mean, if you young people, you Gen, who's the next one? Gen Zers and younger millennials. If you consider that R&B, then go ahead and knock yourself the fuck out. I don't want to be the 150th old person to approach you and say, "No, that shit ain't really R&B." Because like young people really get offended when it comes to their music. Man, at least we wasn't doing this, man. Shoot, you old niggas, old nigga. I get it. I get it. So let's not do the ageism war where you remind me that I'm closer to the grave than you are. Uh, Shoot. I mean, I said what Dion Cole say. Uh, I'll give you this D. Yeah, man. I ain't really listen to Dion Cole stand up. I hear it's okay. It's okay to good. People probably wouldn't put him in the top 10 comedians of all time, but it's kind of like I don't know, I would say Gerard Carmichael or somebody like that. I think he a little bit above them. Like he was in The Color Purple for a minute and a half. The musical. That was another comedy. Yeah, man. But am I being too harsh on R&B music in its impact and its potency? Did some of us, impregnate people because of R&B music? Like the old school R&B music. And, it's like Keith Sweat in particular. Make it last forever and ever. Forever blessed. Some are actually vocals and can play guitar. Her subject matter is overly ratchet though. Oh, okay. Well, talent. They some of them people they do actually sign some of them folks for a reason. I don't know. I'm gonna drop the link. Drop the link. See who wants to come up. If somebody wants to come up. If not, then hey. I think I've already said enough to make a point. I think I've said something that, people already understand and realize, doesn't need to be repeated time and time again. But hey, good it's a good thing to have a conversation about. The chick would say the chick was saying bend that ass over, let the coochie breathe, hands on your knees. In some new age R&B song. Estimate. Well, you know what though? You think about it, that's basically what they do. That's the point you basically get a woman to. I mean, no matter how good you sing it, let's go to the mountaintop. It's just that's cold language, man. That's coded language. Like, it's not. I mean, you think that you want to take a woman to an actual mountaintop? Fuck no. It's cold up there and the air is thin. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like maybe the current, R&B has a point. They're getting straight to it. They're like, fuck that shit. Shoot, maybe the old ways needed to die. Evolution. Oh my god. Uh, oh, what's good? What's good, LaShawn? And see you got Art up here also as well.
Yeah, I guess I
Salute to
won't
you.
be long. It's gonna take a
Salute
minute
to you, sir.
to get in.
Word.
We'll test it out. If not, then I'll just tap out. I'm not gonna sit there and wait to get a word in this time.
Bro, you never tap out. You always put them in the submission hold. So I don't want to hear
We'll
you say
find out,
that.
fam. So let's see how it goes. If not, I gotta roll. Okay, so let's see how we behave tonight.
All right. So
Happy New
Okay.
Year's.
yeah, happy New Year to all of you. And January is almost over. Is it me or is it
Yeah,
just
Black History Month coming up, family. So,
all right? So are you prepared? What do you intend to do?
um, I don't know. I mean, whatever curriculums that required. I know one thing. The MLK lookalike had passed away today. His youngest son.
Oh yeah, Dexter. Oh yeah. Rest in peace. So he
So
passed away
respect
from
to respect to respect.
respect. Yeah, he
yeah,
was 62 years old and he passed away from cancer, reportedly.
he was kind of low key.
Yeah, yeah.
You hear much
So
about him.
so the other three, they still alive. I mean, the two
No,
of
the
them.
other two, yeah.
The
I
other
didn't
two,
think the
yeah.
one that passed away was a comedian. I don't know if anybody knew that.
Yeah, I didn't. Shoot, learn
But
something
she
new
was
every
in
day.
Martin Lawrence's first movie, I believe.
I actually like his comedy set when I listened to him and I saw his show. Yeah,
Oh,
respect.
oh, okay, all right.
Whose show?
His show, no one knew he was a comedian, and I saw his
No,
show.
that
He
was
was in.
Martin's daughter. Martin Luther King's daughter was a comedian.
Yeah, yeah.
You said his show.
Well, I'm sorry. In 2024, everybody is like messing up titles. So
Okay, just making
yeah,
sure because
yeah,
I thought you were
yeah.
talking about
So I'm
Martin.
sorry. It's just you know.
Well, okay, we're good. There's no need to drag it out, LaShawn. I mean, but
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
yeah, okay. It's like skipping a rock. Um, yeah, man, but yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know she was a comedian.
Yeah, I tell a lot of people, man. I'm like, wow, because I know one is a comedian and one is a pastor.
Mm.
I think it's Bernice is a pastor. But
Okay, yeah, yeah.
anyway, go ahead.
She was the one that came forward and was like, my mama ain't a prop.
Yeah, I think that was
Yeah,
the pastor.
yeah.
Yeah, but she was the one that was a comedian. She was the first one to die.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then now it's Dexter. When we thought for sure he'd be the last. He's a baby, you know.
Yeah, but you never can tell, man. I mean, in my granddad, his brothers and sisters, the youngest one was the first one to pass. He was 20. It was
Damn.
like, yeah, yeah.
I think
It's,
Farrakhan's youngest son passed too. His youngest son.
yeah.
So yeah, it goes down, man, with all these leaders and pioneers. For some reason, their offsprings.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know what happened.
What happened to old Malcolm Shabazz?
Yeah.
He was a grandson, wasn't he?
Yeah, his grandson got killed in
Yeah, he
Mexico.
got killed in Mexico. Yeah.
Jeez.
It's like it's a curse or something like that, man. So it's
We
like,
just don't look after our leaders.
Black men.
We didn't hear you, LaShawn. What you say?
The pandemic in, and we still getting cussed out because that stuff right there. That we lost a lot of good men, and we remember their names, but they don't matter.
Okay.
They don't matter
Okay.
because they did, and they didn't do nothing for the women that is like protested. But they were still good black men. They just didn't march for the black women protested.
Okay, so
Damn.
that goes into who killed the R&B music
yeah,
mentality.
yeah. Who killed it, man? I mean, the implication is that hoes did it, man. That's
When
what
they tell me Sexy
that
Red is doing R&B, I know they telling me a lie.
who told you that? Are you just trying to participate in the conversation?
No. Women are trying to participate, saying Sexy Red is doing R&B, and we both know.
Okay,
Hell,
all
all
right.
three of us know that ain't R&B.
Okay. All right, so we're looking at what, the 90s?
I'm talking about late 80s, 90s, Make It Last Forever, Forever My Lady.
Okay, so late 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Baby, I'm yours. I will be your comforter. All that shit.
Oh,
now,
those were good songs too. Those are good songs too. Go ahead, sir.
I got 5 minutes, man.
Yeah. I get it, man. I get it.
Yeah, I will do this tonight.
Yeah, I know, man. LaShawn, stop, man. People lose their train of thought. Like,
Look, I just agree with his song's title, and he said,
all right. All right, the cup run up over, man. Either y'all gonna let people talk or I'm gonna drop you from the fucking panel. And that's just how it is. So, all right, go ahead, Art.
Yeah, so because I forget what I'm gonna say. I'm like, ooh, wait a minute, like over and over. But yeah, because I just had I had to stay home because I had the flu.
Bro.
That's why I was like, I can't do all this taking on the chin all the night.
Oh yeah.
But I know where you're coming from, because basically I'm looking at, during the time you're mentioning, there was this need to have groups, like girl groups, guy groups, and then the white people tried to hijack it with the New Kids on the Block, because we got the right stuff.
Yeah. Man, look, it's funny you should say New Kids on the Block, because their first song was very popular in Black America. Please Don't Go Girl. And they make like everybody black, all the black radio stations was playing it. And even into some instances you thought they were black, but I found out very quickly they were white. And then they switched just like that.
Yeah. They were hitting up the Apollo and everything. And I'm like, huh? I mean, I kind of knew a little bit. I forgot. That was their first song, right? With the white stuff. No, they did. No, the slow song, right?
Please don't go girl. Please don't go girl.
Yeah. So they were trying to do some more New Edition stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't take that much notice of it, because it's what, 90 or 89? You remember?
Please Don't Go Girl was like more like 80. I think it's like more like 87, 88.
It was
Like
that far
actually.
back?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, because I was in high school. I don't know if you sure came out because I thought they
I
came out when I was in college.
I remember like maybe 7th, 8th grade,
Ooh,
maybe, Yeah, and I was like, no, I would say like, yeah, it's like about 88, 89.
yeah, that's when I was pretty much out. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, 88. That's still
Yeah.
kind of early because I was still in school.
Yeah.
Oh well, but
Yeah.
yeah, but
They
because
can
I don't
always do
remember.
us a sneaky.
Yeah, Kev, because I don't remember it coming out when I was in school because I finished in '89. But I guess so. I guess probably because it wasn't that relevant till I got to college. Because it probably was released, but I don't think it blew up till like maybe 6 months after the release, maybe. I don't know.
Mm.
But I remember when I went to college and they did I think it was when they were, the right stuff was when they were dancing. Do you know?
They were always dancing the shit back then, but
Because
yeah.
because they were on the Apollo. And I remember that they were on the Apollo and they kind of held their own a little bit. They just had little claps or whatever. But when the last dude had his little part and he was like sliding across the floor, everybody started cheering. It's one of that go white boy cheer.
Yeah, man, they do this shit.
Go
I
white
mean,
boy, go white boy.
I
So
mean for real. If they weren't a recognized act, the Sandman wouldn't come out there.
thank you.
I mean,
So
he'll let
yeah.
him finish the song and then he'll start doing a little praise.
I'll never forget that. And I guess it left room for Marky Mark to come out with the beanie hats and
Man, Marky Mark
yeah.
and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah, shout out to Boston, right?
Yeah, but he transitioned real quick. Like
Yeah,
he came
he
out
had a
with
good
that one
manager.
song.
Yeah, Good Vibrations.
Yeah. And then that wasn't even too far removed from, him doing all that shit that, would later come out saying that he used to attack, kids of other races, chase black
I
kids
know.
out of the neighborhood and shout
Yeah.
racist terms and put an Asian kid's eye out. And then like 2 years later, he's Marky Mark.
Yeah, with two black dudes being his side guys. I'm
Yeah.
like, what? So
I
that's the infantry. Go ahead.
I ain't like him. I didn't like the
I ain't
guy
like
when
any
he
of
come
them,
out.
man. You know what, Kev? We were hard on white folks when it came to back then.
Hell yeah.
You had to come with it when you were white, just like the funk era. You
Yeah.
average white man was nothing to sneeze at. Anyone else?
Yeah, like the Beastie Boys barely got through, but they got through.
Yeah, because was it that was Rick Rubin's thing? So
Yeah.
then he put the formula together, and they try to say that Run DMC was the bridge of bringing in rock and hip hop. I think it was more of the Beastie Boys because I believe they were a rock band.
Yeah.
And they were doing rock concerts and doing their material.
Yeah. I
So
mean, they did rap solid for a while, and then when they came out with that song with Sabotage,
yeah,
then they transitioned to rock. Yeah.
because there's a lot of rock heavy songs in the License to Ill.
Oh yeah.
If you listen to that whole album,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I only
I
listened to
remember
like
that.
4 songs on that album, by the way. But everything else, like,
Yeah.
the ones that everybody know, Brass Monkey, and it's the new. That's why I get New Style from. New Style.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's our era, man. Because I was gonna do a little clowning. I guess I'd do a sneak preview. Because you think about it, Kev, when we talk about our era and probably before, they're usually classics, But
Yeah.
people that like way after our era, which is probably what early 2000s, so on.
Yeah.
People don't talk about those times. They don't say, "Oh man, Laffy Taffy was the business," I don't. That was a classic,
Nah.
They don't talk about that, man. Even our simp songs. So I'm going back to your topic. even our simp songs are R&B. Back in the time that we're talking about,
Yeah.
most of those songs are still classics.
Yeah, they are. They are. They're timeless. They resonated.
Yeah,
You
Make It
know.
Last Forever by Keith Sweat.
Yeah, they did. I
It's
mean,
classics.
like, I guess that for the mentality of the women that we say we're dealing with today, that that kind of music just doesn't fit, which makes it, I guess, music for that time. Maybe we had a bunch of women who do fit the worthiness. Not like saying that some don't exist in the present day, but it just make it seems absurd, trying to use this music to go by, to put with this modern woman. So, or well, this hoe,
Hmm.
so to speak. I mean, would you? Are you glad that you're out of the game? I would say. I mean, based
As far
on
as
what?
being married,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, I want to be out of the game then. I mean, that's my southern roots. As far as my mom raising me,
Uh,
I knew I was ready to have a long term relationship with a family and all that kind of stuff. So I every time I was dating around that time during that R&B was it R&B music mentality. Those dates were more like interviews.
oh, okay.
I wasn't just
Yeah.
trying to just get no ass all the time. I was like, okay, what do you cook? Clean what you do? You know,
Yeah.
you got a mixtape, you got something I can work with, what you got?
Yeah,
You
you got to
know,
be able to sit down and watch a movie and shut the fuck up.
yeah.
Uh,
It wasn't because you can get ass anytime, anywhere, any country. That's nature. But can
yeah.
I live with you?
Yeah, can I deal with your ass?
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
look good in the morning? All that kind of stuff. Do you know how to act when
yeah,
company is around? Them
yeah,
questions were asked, man, at Red Lobster or whatever. It's like,
yeah. Are you gonna
so
be my Are you gonna be my peace, knowing that I have a world out there that challenges me every day?
yeah,
Stuff, shit like that, man. Don't feel like it's too much to ask for at least for you to calm the fuck down and let me chill, But hey,
yeah, that's what it was, man. I mean, because the most disappointing part of that era to me, I know people frown at me, was R. Kelly. I couldn't stand
uh,
that dude's music. I couldn't, dude. I couldn't. Oh, you know,
yes. R.
and
Kelly took a second to grow on me because I didn't like She Got That Vibe. I didn't like Honey
that's the
Love.
only one I did like with him in Public Announcement. I mean, that's the only
Public
one when he
announcement.
did the fast stuff. But when he started really getting big and all that, and he had Aaliyah, that's what made it even worse for me. Because me and you,
Uh,
our era, we knew what happened between them two, but they still bought his stuff.
yeah.
Was that 94, is it? If I'm not mistaken. 93.
93, 94.
I'm like, okay. I mean, it was right now, was it Fresh Magazine or whatever when it announced that, she was
Her album
15.
her
When
album was named Age Ain't
AJ,
Nothing
but
But a Number.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
That was a direct statement right there. It's
Yeah.
like
And it's
that.
in our face. And he
Yeah.
was selling out concerts. And women were throwing their panties on the stage.
Yeah. I
It-
mean, what if somebody made an album like that today?
oh,
And I
bruh.
mean, like with the angelic aura of Aaliyah, as they say, She-
Rappers getting RICO charges as we speak. So he would be under the system.
Yep. I
That's
mean,
that's what
and
truly
I
got me.
mean, and when the scrutiny that R. Kelly has faced, I mean, shit. I mean, he wasn't even on the radar back then, and he had, that was put out there like that, and it seemed like nobody really gave a fuck.
You hear people to this day, man. I was, my son was being made during that song was on. I'm like, huh? Really?
What song? What song are we
That's
talking about?
horrible. And what did you have in your mind when you was doing your business with an R. Kelly song in the background? And what was on her mind? Were you a big daddy 20, 25 years older while she was 15?
Oh man.
I can't deal with that kind of stuff, man. I mean, call me prudish, but I want a woman, not a little baby girl. Come on now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. It's just something about them, man. It's just, I guess the age.
Age ain't but number.
They old enough. Shit.
What's the song? Seems like you're ready.
It seems like you're ready.
Come on, man. It's in your face.
Man, shit.
Pied Piper. He's the Pied Piper. You know what Pied Piper is known for, right?
Yeah.
Taking children out of the village.
Yeah, they put it. They have to put it in your face.
It's
like hide in plain sight.
This is our R&B reality.
Yeah.
And
go ahead.
No, I said these are the women that kind of. I mean, this was the standard of what women liked back then.
Yeah, because just go watch the Roger Report. I mean, he will say exactly what that kind of mentality is. I mean, hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power. I read comment sections on R&B love songs. I often see women asking why men don't sing like that anymore, as if they have nothing to do with the state of relationships between the genders. Yeah, the two of them. In some circles, that was a controversial statement I just made, but it doesn't happen. I'm not saying that there are no women out there that aren't like that anymore. That you can't do that. I mean, that you can't, that you should not be able to do that for. But hey, I mean, shit, I see what these guys like this are saying.
Yeah, that's what let's just keep it real. He was the standard for what, 94 all the way to what, mid 2000s.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he took, like, Aaron Hall was singing shit too. Around
he fell 90 off the earth with Blackstreet. What was that? 2000, like early 2000s? When he fell off?
No. Aaron Hall was with Guy. Yeah,
right, with Black. Well, didn't he move with Blackstreet too?
No, Teddy Riley was the one with Blackstreet.
No, but wasn't Guy, Teddy Riley, and Aaron Hall and his brother Damien, right?
Guy was Guy. That was
Gatlin. Guy. Gatlin was there and he left. He did my favorite song, by the way. You Can Call Me Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Now, didn't Blackstreet comprise of Teddy Riley and Aaron Hall still?
No, not Aaron Hall.
Oh, he didn't go with Blackstreet?
No, he didn't go with Blackstreet.
Oh, okay, my bad. So he fell off earlier then. He did his own thing and fell off.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron Hall, he came out with his songs. He was a bald-headed black guy that was singing the sex music. And then R. Kelly came in, he shaved his head, and then dropped 12 Play, and it was over with.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, because they did sound similar. They sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw him at one of. Nah, I didn't do no funny stuff. I saw him at one of Shaq's parties. Yeah. This was in Hollywood. I think it was his birthday party. This was when Kobe was like 19.
That man put the disclaimer out there.
Yeah, because I'm hearing people saying things and I'm like, no, what kind of parties?
Yeah.
No, but he was back there just chilling, And he saw I had my Omega, because I think Shaq was letting all the Omega Sci-Fi brothers in it was a club where you had to pay, but it was his party. It was at Billboard Live. And I'm walking in, the dude from the Beastie Boys was in there, Mickey Howard, mean ass bitch. She was there.
Oh, Mickey Howard.
Yeah, man. That's another story. But anyhow, and then this dude just tapped me on the shit. Like, what's up, man? He had like a little country. Where is he? Is he from the South? Because he had a country voice. No, it says that he's from the Bronx. What the fuck? When I talked to him, he sounded like he was from the South. And I'm talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah, man. One day I want to be the bros, man. I want to be a Q." And I'm like, I want to say, "What you want me to do about that?" He's like, "I ain't no Q King, And he said, "Yeah, I always wanted to be a Q, man. They want me to be a." I said, "Yeah, man." And instead of it was the way when he talked, it took his stardom away, and it was like I was trying to find a way to avoid him. You know how you're around stars and you're like, blah, 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 blah. This dude was like, oh, okay. You want to be okay, man? Well, holler at Shaq, man. I think he'll take care of that, man. But it's good to see you, though, man. Just walked away. This was what? This was in the 90s. Dude, this was like 97. I'll never forget this. Right after my best friend passed. Yeah, this was around 97. That's the time when I saw him, but I guess that's probably when he most likely he must have fell off around that time. He was trying to make some comebacks. Because I think he did Juice. That's the last time I heard him do something big, solo, when he did Juice. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, shout out real quick. Shout out to Dane One, man. I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. You doing all right, man? Yeah. Shoot, good to see you again, man. Dane One used to come through all the time. You know, he ain't been here in a while, so yeah. Cool guy. Cool guy. So yeah, we got Chaos Rain.
What's good, guys? Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, I'm just
all right.
Oh man, that was his famous intro.
Yeah, man, I gotta be heard. God damn it! Really, R&B is an art. It's a wonderful art. It's music to the actual soul of the person. When you're feeling down and out, you always want to run an R&B beat, a song.
So what do you think, Chaos?
Yeah,
Chaos. What do you think of Kev? You said late 80s, all the way to what? The end of the 90s.
Yeah, the 90s. I mean, yeah, like the end of the 90s, late 80s to the end of the 90s, before the turn of the century, before Y2K.
Wow, I know, huh? That's another one.
Woo. Well, I would give more intake. It'd be more R&B of, we could say, like 70s up to mid 2000s.
Yeah, but what do you think about the era that Kev was introducing on the show right now?
Oh, I can't speak on that right now. Personally.
Really? Do tell. No, I'm joking.
You can't speak. You can't think of a.
It might incriminate him.
You can't think of a bitch that you'll sing for, man.
He got caught. Love should have brought him home last night.
Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah, because that was that the Waiting to Exhale time too?
Oh yeah. Boomerang, Waiting to Exhale.
Yeah.
Them movies.
I got the Above the Rim soundtrack.
Oh man.
I got that. My favorite one, you already know, is You Got the Dog in Me. Yeah, man. I'm just gonna just confess, not confess, but just remind people that heard before. I checked out a hip hop after hip hop and R&B after 93. It was so garbage, man. I'm like, hell no. I went to neo soul, like with the mid 90s, and then I stayed with acid jazz. If anybody heard acid jazz. Yeah. And then just, like Quiet Storms, like Norman Brown and, that kind of stuff, Kurt Whalum. So I went to that route, and it kind of changed my crowd too. I didn't see all the cross-colored people like I used to, and I didn't see all the beanie hat people with the big clothes and the Timberland type people. So, I did hear some of the stuff, like in passing, like every now and then. If you go, like for example, I went to a step show. Yeah, you're gonna hear some of this stuff.
Oh yeah. Because once you get to the outside world, you can't help it.
Yeah, wedding receptions, you hear all that, but a jazz concert, hell no.
So I mean, you made an effort to refine yourself, you would say.
Yeah, man, because it was the same old BS.
Yeah,
it was the same old. I'm like, it not only was the same, because remember we talked about R. Kelly being the standard.
Yeah.
This dude literally, for the most part, I think most of his music sound like it came from a Casio keyboard. It sounded like he just programmed it and sung over it. I was like, no, I want some music. Like I wanted some what's that, Mid Condition, Tony. Them the ones that I held favor when it came to that era.
Yeah, because I mean, like the music seemed more adult. Like they
Right.
seemed it was as if they were speaking to a woman when they wrote these songs.
Yeah, drum solos, horn sections, all that.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm thinking, those guys kind of prepped me to go to neo soul and as I always had acid jazz. And this the part that don't get enough recognition, man. And man, it's like this. Look at loose ends. People don't talk about loose ends that much. And that went into that era you're talking about. If anybody know, they did Hanging on a String. They did You Can't Stop the Rain. They did Slow Down.
You can't stop the rain.
Yeah, they did all them songs. They did Mr. Bachelor.
Oh yeah, I remember Loose Ends.
Yeah, them people, man.
I've been watching you.
Yeah, them. Yeah, from England. Yeah, from the UK. Okay. I met the female singer. She blew up like a balloon, man. Ooh.
Damn.
Karen Wheeler or something.
You let stuff go like that? Art?
No, the Karen Wheeler was from Soul to Soul.
Oh, okay. I got it.
But this chick name was Eugene. I think that's her name. Eugene. Oh. I forgot her last name. The matter of fact, I was talking to the guy today, and I met her at his party. And she didn't want to talk about why they broke up. I was like, okay. Because I was so curious. But man, they were between them and Sade, they were the business back then.
Sade, man. Oh.
They came from the same camp.
Oh, such a beautiful woman. Like seriously. Like,
yeah, they showed her doing nothing come between us with her hair down to her back. I was like, oh shit. At a concert.
West African, Sudan.
Sade.
Yeah, Sade. The Arab woman.
Huh?
She Arab, right? I think.
No, her mom is white. I think her mom is Irish and her dad is Nigerian.
Oh, Sade. I'm gonna type her up.
Yeah, her singing voice had a very smooth.
What type of song she sang? I think
she did. Dude, you named
Smooth Operator. Smooth Operator.
Yeah, that one, Hang On to Your Love.
Oh, okay.
My favorite from her is always Hang On to Your Love. That's the shit. I think that's her first hit. I got all her stuff.
What's she like in 65?
She's probably 62 or 63. Her birthday just passed.
No. She might be 64 now because she was born 1960. Let me double check.
I think her birthday just because she's a Capricorn. That's how I remember.
Yeah, Sade.
She is the daughter of Obatala, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Yeah, I followed her loosely, man. I was like, that's she was the business, man. Still is, still look good to be in her 60s. So shout out to her. I feel bad for her son or daughter or whatever you consider her.
Why you say that?
Her son or daughter transition. Like transistor radio.
Yeah, I got
No, I was right. 65. She was born in 1959. Okay. 65.
Okay. So
Igbo's Nigeria. Yeah. Oh yeah. She has a black father. She born in Nigeria.
Yeah. So it's because I don't know. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think that she had a daughter that turned into a son, or vice versa.
She changed. Oh, so her daughter went and became a boy,
or vice versa. I don't remember. I try not to look at them things.
Okay.
I didn't look at Shunny and Cher's daughter. I was like, please, like a fat white man. I'm like, okay, you want us to believe that?
Boy.
Have fun with that one.
Yeah. Good luck. Good
luck. What gets me is that they want some validation. I'm like, just be you, man. Get the surgery. Take the hormones.
Get the surgery.
Stop trying to make me give a fuck about you.
Thank you. Man. Just go and do your thing, man. We be here if you want to do some business or something, but just that's your business, man. I always say that.
Okay. Did y'all hear about One Ye Son starting a group? Yeah, One More. Yeah, they've been around for a while.
Yeah, he's in my frat too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Boys to Men, they had the guy Michael McCary, didn't he split up from them? Then he went back or something like that.
I don't know. I
Or
haven't followed them in a minute.
yeah, because like when they dropped the fourth album, I was like, they lost me.
Yeah,
Like,
Boys the Men. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, they kept the group thing going. That's see, I always have this theory. If you look at let's go further back in the quote unquote soul R&B era, when we had more singing groups, black people were more closer together. We worked together more.
Mhm.
So we kind of then we had more solo artists, then we start being more apart. If you
Mm.
think about it, the type of groups that put out the music, when you look at the makeup of it, we become that as well, even though they're making our theme to our reality. So now most people are solo acts, and when you keep hearing people talk, they have this mentality where it's I get mine, you get yours. It wasn't like that back then. So this '90s era, this R&B era we talking about right now, that was your
Yeah.
last hope. After that, everybody want to do their own thing. How many people are groups now?
Not
Ain't that many.
very many. You know, there's no Force MDs anymore.
Man, I miss them. Yeah, I bought Tender Love.
Oh yeah, that was my shit when I was 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, I was
All
it
I
was
knew
all right.
was sounded good.
They went from itching from a scratch to Tender Love. Itching for a scratch. Yeah, that shit was funny, man.
Itchy that you got the catch.
I know
That
people
was,
in the chat. Go ahead.
no, I said that's the song they did with the Fat Boys.
Oh, they did with it? Okay, I didn't know that.
No, or was that another song? No, I think no, they did another song with the Fat Boys. But it wasn't itching for a scratch. But yeah, I see
Yeah,
what you mean.
because I bought that. But yeah, I know people in the chat like, who was that? Yeah, that was. I mean, I look back. 'Cause I'm always looking back. Sometimes you have no choice. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
damn, because ain't nothing going forward. And did you make this live stream based on what that
Yeah.
rapper said about
Yeah.
women not worth singing to?
Yeah. Basically, these are often discussed topics in this space about, the male female relationship, those conversations that say we shouldn't have. But I mean, it's seeing it from this angle. I'm just saying that for the most part, and what we just established in our conversation is that these young folks are missing out, man. They missed out for real.
Yeah. But that goes to it, and I hate that LaShawn went out like that, but he made a point about these women. And the thing is that like it's almost like when you give the average female some flowers,
Mm.
how do they feel? It's like, oh, I mean, it's almost like in their mind or the way they're giving it to you, oh, you gave me the flowers, no money.
Mm.
Well, how come like some of these things that's supposed to be symbolic and it's supposed to be meaningful, they just don't mean anything anymore to them.
No,
Even
I
down to the
mean,
phone.
but like especially like I would say with even the dawn of social media, like just for like the top level ones, I would say the ones with the smooth skin and the extraordinary shapes. You can't sing the R&B song to them. Shit, they got niggas DM and cash apps and shit. Like,
Mhm.
what the fuck are you gonna say to them?
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
want to
that's
walk in
true,
the
man.
park with you. I want
Right.
to walk in the park. I
It's
want to.
all
Or
about
it said,
club.
or it
Go ahead. I'm
said,
sorry.
you can't stop the rain.
Right. Because it's all about clubs, the red carpet.
Quick action, quick
Yeah,
shopping.
that whole vibe or whatever that people get from like videos, and that's what is being expected if they think that you are that guy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
even if you okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying like the pussy is the kitchen. you know.
Yeah. Put the buns in the oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's what you made a good point, because that whole, I mean, if a chick is aspiring to be a super Instagram model, then obviously she's not going to be that wholesome chick that just happy that you sitting there by a piano and got some flowers on top of it, with some champagne, and you singing the only song you know. She like, okay, you done? Can we go to the club now? That kind of thing.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Oh, someone said Bluetooth disconnected. What's
No,
that?
I disconnected. Like, no, I had the Bluetooth on the interface, so
I
I
can't
just
believe it let me hear it. That's weird.
yeah, it is.
But I remember, man. This is not too long ago. Yeah, about 10 years ago. A little bit, yeah. It was to the point still to where I managed to be around women that pretty much would give themselves to you after playing a song for them.
Wow.
Them the women that I roll with. So, but at the same time, they weren't listening to the music that's secular music. They knew the value of an Al Green or Teddy's and Luther Vandross.
Oh yeah. Al
So
Green
when
Al Green. Yeah, Simply Beautiful.
Yeah, I could play that one easy on the guitar. That's an easy song.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Very, very good song. I think that's probably my favorite Al Green song.
Yeah. It's hard to, that's
yeah, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of, Al Green got quite a few of them.
I'm trying to think. I think mine is say la la la, something like that. The end of it. But we'll get into that another time.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that right there, man, is hitting on the head to where most of the stuff that men do, we do it based on female validation. Our hair.
We've been bred. Yeah, we've been bred from youth. Like as soon as we get hair on our nuts, that is all about doing it to look good for them and to present yourself to them. It's like an audition. When you're a single man, it's a constant audition. Whether you trying to just splack or trying to actually sit down and just have a conversation, it's an audition. It's an interview. You have to constantly keep your image at the tippy top for them.
Yeah.
And whatever you do to slip up is your fault. You need to tighten up.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's there was a saying, I don't know if y'all had that in the South, but we used to say we got the wave for the babes and the curls for the girls. That was in the 80s, the whole 80s decade.
Oh, okay.
A lot of these dudes got Jerry curls because girls liked it.
Oh,
yeah.
And it's like that. And think about it, man. The early 80s, I had to remind people, early 80s, when you got that Jerry curl, that was a status symbol because Jerry curls were very expensive.
Oh, yeah.
The late 80s, anybody can get
it. I'll tell you one thing. I am so glad I never had a Jerry curl, so there's never gonna ever be a picture that's gonna surface with me young as a Jerry curl.
I paid my dues, man. I had about a year's worth. I tried to look
but you're from Cali, man, so you have to rock the Jerry curls. It would not be.
And then like in the late 80s though, man, I kid you not, people just got the Jerry curl and threw a Raiders cap over it.
Oh shit.
It looked like a mop
Easy.
or something. I mean, that's the standard, but it looked like a damn mop, and you just put like a baseball cap over your curl. That's how it was in the late 80s. And then it became very comical. You know what I mean? It wasn't a status anymore.
Oh yeah. Once Coming to America exposed that shit, with the Soul Glow. Like, if you had a Jerry curl, you were getting roasted, joked on in some capacity.
Well, they would. I mean, the funny thing is they weren't roasting you out here, but it people did, talk about it other places. but I always have to clown my East Coast brothers out there. They be trying to clown because I got some names: Dougie Fresh, for what's some other people? Full Force.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had Jerry curls back then in New York.
I mean, they, Full Force, like in Living Color, put like Full Force on blast though about that.
Yeah, they were in New York, you know, so it wasn't just, you know. And don't forget I mean, I forgot this is a group, it was a gang in Chicago. They all had Jerry curls. So you know, anybody could get it back then. It's just a matter of when you can get out of that. Yeah, thank you, Jake Zero, Curtis Blow.
Curtis Blow.
And he had his what, 85? No, hell no, it was 83.
Yeah.
Remember AJ Scratch? He had a curl in that video.
If I rule the world.
If I Rule the World, that was what, 85? That was right. That was the same time, you know, Roger from Zap. Roger's from Ohio. Okay. I mean, I can go on. So they can't just say it's just West Coast. You know, anybody could get it on that one.
We had somewhat of a curl infestation in Montgomery too, man.
Yeah, in the South, it was on the popping, especially in the hot weather. They still put the Jerry curls in the South. Because I remember when I went to Mississippi, people be like working on cars and stuff with the plastic cap on their head in Mississippi.
I think American Negro said niggas was out in LA and Compton with finger waves. And you ain't want to even fuck. And then them the guys you didn't fuck with, that you ain't want to fuck with. Like them guys.
They have finger waves in New York too. Then y'all see it Paid in Full. Come on, man. Bruh.
Finger waves.
Yeah, they had them over here.
Okay.
Yeah, they had them over here too. I'm trying to think. Rodney O and Joe Cooley had the finger waves with the gazelle glasses, but they were copying East Coast though. Because let me see if anybody out there remember which one of the artists out there because I had finger waves in New York. I forgot who they were. Because back then it was the women. Remember? Yeah, because Salt and Pepper had it, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Salt and Pepper had finger waves. So I'm trying to like go in my memory because I try to block all that out.
Said forget that air.
So that's why I'm a little off with some of my stories. Yeah, Lil Kim, but that was way later.
I remember we had this clique of guys in my high school, man. I used to see them at the mall when I used to go to the arcade and play video games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Like
Yeah.
I used to call them the finger wave gang because all of them had finger waves and chains and long sleeve shirts with their button down and just hung out, man. I was like, what the fucking point is this?
Yeah. Because think about it, Kev. The finger wave was another version of the shag.
Oh shit.
Remember the shag?
Yeah, I remember the shag.
You know, so wait a minute. Kev, did you have a shag?
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
I can say this one thing about my father. Thank God. He didn't let me have any kind of out the box hairstyle. He barely let me have a box fade. Okay. And then when the box fade didn't even look right, he would cut it down to a low haircut. So I became accustomed to a low haircut. And I can say that I'm not ashamed of that, which makes me even more glad that I never sported a Jerry curl or shag.
Because Bobby Brown was the one that made, it was Bobby Brown. You got to remember, a lot of these people that had these shows kind of like set the trends. You know, and then you saw finger waves.
That's how it always starts. You know, you come out on TV and everybody said that looks rocking. Let me rock that. Because black people are very accepted to perception of what they see visually.
Yeah, because you gotta remember it was the finger wave and the regular waves. Those are the ones that kind of like, you know, kept that shag thing.
The regular waves, though. The regular waves. They're bought by the wave cap though. That's a lot better now. I can do that. I can still do that to this day. But you know, finger waves, nah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, that was kind of a rare thing. Even though you had it out here in LA too, it was rare. You know, most of the time it's just gonna be the shag or Jerry curl for the most part. Yeah, it was Salt and Pepper. There you go, Jake. It was Salt and Pepper. And then you had, I'm trying to remember, man. I know there were some artists, some rappers that had finger waves too. I just remember Rodney O and Joe Cooley. Them the only ones I remember. But there were other people too, or people that were guys that were in videos, you know. But I used to laugh because I used to hear when I walk in barbershops sometimes, and usually these little young dudes, and then you hit it right on the button, Kev. A lot of young dudes, they just didn't get the hair, like especially if the father was around, they weren't getting the hairstyles they wanted. They got what the dad wanted. But if mom was the only option, she made sure her son looked like the cutest one in the group with the longest Jerry curl at 7 years old. That kind of
Yeah,
deal.
have goddamn long hair. I said, what?
It's like, oh, he's so cute. But I tell you what, like, there was a hairstyle called the Covadis. I don't know if y'all heard of that.
Yeah, Covadis, you lost me.
The Covadis is it's like I call it the Republican cut right now. A little even fro around the head. It's like real short. Like if you go to the barber, usually they'd say, "Hey, I just want to leave it up on the top and give me a ball fade around." That's what some people ask for, right?
Yeah, I asked for that.
A Covadis is when you just cut it all the way around even, like the top, and just do a little line up, right? Like Kobe.
Okay.
Remember how Kobe's hair used to look when he first got into the NBA?
Yeah.
That's a Covadis. So, and it's funny because Covadis is like the least popular hairstyle, right? Nope. You had to really, you had to really have some personality to really be relevant with a Covadis. So imagine you go to the barbershop and the little boy got a Jerry curl, and then the son is like, the barber try to be like, "Hey, little man, what do you want?" Yeah, I just want a little trim with it. And the father like, boy, you getting a Covadis. and he's like in his chair, like, oh no, because it's like a punishment.
Oh god,
you getting a Covadis because he probably did something bad or got a little punishment or something. So the Covadis, man, that was like the least popular hairdo, but at the same time, it was easy. All you had to do was brush it. Brush it in the front and on the sides, and then brush it down the back.
Yeah, easy maintenance.
Yeah, you get in the barber. That's probably like a 10-minute job for a barber or less.
Oh yeah, don't need any Jerry curl juice for that.
Yeah, or you don't have to get like 5 different clippers to make sure that the fade is right.
Yeah.
You just take it off. But yeah, that's the Covadis, man. I used to crack up though, man. So when you hear it, that's what it is. Tupac too, he had that when he was interviewed in the prison. That's a Covadis.
Oh, okay. No, I ain't never rocked nothing like that.
Yeah, I don't think I ever. Always had my mom always had me with a fro, some waves.
I mean, I had low haircuts.
Yeah, my mom trying to make me look like the OJs, the Commodores. A little puffy on the side, maybe look like Richard Roundtree.
Oh man,
she did not like long hair. She couldn't stand that because it looked feminine, and she didn't like bald heads either. And I have a theory. I think she didn't like it because of the dude that killed that got Cochise killed in Coley High.
Oh, okay.
Usually bald-headed people were villains back then, but sometimes women loved it, with the earring, like Lou Gossett Jr. They shoot.
And like you gotta think too, man. In some instances, being a bald head, it was a bad thing. In a certain time period. Look at Lex Luthor. I mean, I remember watching Super Friends, and he had a chemical accident and he lost his hair. And that's why he hated Superman, because he couldn't have his hair. I mean, sometimes people just think that way.
He could have been Samson. No, I'm joking. Yeah, that's what I remember that, man. That's a lot of women. It was some women they loved, like Isaac Hayes and all that, but some women did not like bald heads. Remember in Penitentiary, was it 2? I think wasn't that Half Dead? or is it Do Dirty? I forgot one of the bald headed dude. It was Ernie Hudson. A lot of bald headed men were played as villains in some of these sitcoms and movies.
Oh yeah.
JD's Revenge. That dude that was bullying JJ and the other guy that was in prison or in jail.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you remember that. And then the dude that was bullying Lamont. Matter of fact, he looked like believe it or not, he looked like the dude that passed away, David Carroll.
Okay.
Looked just like him. I forgot his name. Yeah, man, bald heads. But they gave Telly Savalas a pass.
Oh yeah. They
They love him for Telly Savalas. They love him. They little white ass. They love him with the little lollipop in his mouth.
Oh,
Who loves you, baby? Yeah, Kojak. Who loves you, baby? You know, going back to your R&B though, man. I think it's kind of weird because it seemed like it was designed to water down the great days of R&B, because it was watered down. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I mean, they tried to keep some element of a formula, like have a group with some harmony and some clothes or whatever, but that was it. I mean, we should go down the list tomorrow. I might do that if I have some time. Because the girl groups, and you got your guy groups. In your guy groups, it was only I would say maybe four, maybe four groups that would just really have some guys with pipes. It was Silk, the dude from Silk. Damn, he had some range. Whew.
Oh yeah. The freak, the guy that sang the hook on freaking you.
Yeah, that. There's another. I mean, then you got, of course, Casey from Jodeci.
Yeah,
man, what a waste of talent. Damn, him. Who was it? Shy. A lot of these guys get some.
Did Shy really have a guy like that on their squad? That had range.
Notes. It was either Silk or Shy. They did a song.
I think it was probably Silk.
Was it Silk? It was only four, because I can count them four. Everybody else was just talking about knocking boots, some gimmicky type stuff. It wasn't no.
Yeah.
You know.
Wanya Morris had range.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, these guys. But bless their heart, though, man. They were following instructions from their management.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But even they were kind of Shy. So it was them. Okay. I forgot the songs. That's why I'm remember I checked out. I would listen to these people.
Yeah. Oh, If I Ever Fall in Love. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That was their
If I Ever
song.
Fall in Love. That's it. They hit dude. And he hit the high note at the end. I was like, okay, he got it. And one of the elements that we haven't mentioned all night, man, and you know, and I'm not really that churchy, but it was the church that kept them relevant. Their church background. If you came from the church, then you can still rule that mic. If you're just a shower singer, good luck. Maybe have some looks or something.
You talking about High Five, are you?
High Five.
I mean, you say it had a churchy background. I mean, they did that song.
Some people probably was raised in the church and haven't been there for 5 years, but still had it in them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Some people had it as their roots.
Oh, you're not talking about a particular group.
No. I'm talking about
okay.
just in general, all these groups that we're talking about. Most people had a church back. Even Teddy Riley had a church background.
Oh yeah. That's where it starts.
Yeah, so that's the part that we don't. And if you look at today, a lot of people just definitely don't have them stories, man.
Yeah, Tina Turner. She had a church background.
Oh hell, she sound like a man in the beginning.
Exactly.
She's like, oh, it's like, oh shit, like James Cleveland. Yeah, she. Speaking of Tina, did you see Ike Turner's side piece? That was
No,
Tina's competition. She
no,
looked better than
no.
Tina.
Oh man.
I
All
wouldn't be
right.
Bruh.
surprised.
I'm like, woo.
You say that's when they say that's when they say cheat up.
Yeah, she looked better than her. I'm like, whoa, because they kept talking about this lady and her, and when they were talking about them too, and the little backstory. I looked at it, I said, what this lady look like? And they kept showing. I was like, fudge. She looked almost like she was related to a Tina Turner too. So he had a type. I forgot her name. That's why I can't bring it up. But yeah, it's me. You brought up Tina. But yeah, so I'm just wondering. Okay, after the '90s were finished, then what was considered R&B at the time? Was it Mary J. Blige was old as hell at the time? She's what, like late 30s?
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say R&B pretty much
Died.
died in the early 2000s. Like with, guys like Genuine and
I'm proud of Genuine because I had some suspicions on him, but when he didn't let that
Training.
Transformer kiss him, I was like, I'm proud of you, man.
I'm proud he got his manhood back that day. That's I'm proud of you.
Because he was suspect.
We always question he was suspect, dude. He look like one person. And when you did that, I said you got your manhood.
I was like, man, high five. If he walked away and passed me, I'm like, man, I stick my hand like, that's my boy. Mm-hmm. But the early 2000s, man, ain't nothing you can really really think about that just really stick to your mind. That somebody really.
Yeah, because you know what happened? R&B started mixing with rap a little bit, and it just
That's why I checked out too, Kev. Because every time there was an R&B song, there was a rap hook, and every time there was a rap song, there was an R&B hook.
Yeah, it's just like them lines burn. There's something that was never supposed to happen, and once that started happening, it just kind of like, yeah. I mean, you knew enough to be current, but it wasn't really something that, you would just sit there and just listen to constantly, just for relaxation or to put you in a good headspace.
And if you think about it, a lot of these people that were doing R&B in the 2000s, whatever, most of them didn't have like a deep church background. Mm-hmm. Some of them weren't even considered "quote unquote" ADOS.
Yes.
So they didn't have that. They didn't have that from the gut, type of like delivery when it came to singing. That's why they start ushering more white people, to come in and sing and make it look like they just as good as us.
Yeah, like Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, they brought all them people up. And there we go. And that's the thing, man. People deny it, but the industry, when it comes to watering down our music, they always got to make room to bring in your Pat Boones and your Elvis Presleys and your white folks to come in. And then I think rap is on its way to that too. I think it already happened, but
Jack Harlow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, like Eminem, like I guess he worked with too many black folks to actually
the
try to
GOAT.
push it.
They call him the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Okay.
Not exactly, but
yes. Yeah. Shout out to Rolling Stone. Yeah, they're the officials of our craft. But in the same time, man, I don't know what we're gonna come up with next, man. I really don't.
I mean, everything we seem to come up with in the present day always get associated with some rainbow shit, some ratchet shit,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at it because I did a little test. I went to my students every now and then. I feel like the dude from 60 Minutes. I'm always asking students questions based on like a study. So I asked the one girl, I think she's a senior. I said, if you had like a 5-year-old little sister, and you heard her listening to Sexy Red and reciting her lyrics, and you yourself like Sexy Red too, though, what would you tell your 5-year-old little sister? And then she thought about it and she said, well, I tell her, stop listening to that. And I said, okay. So you told her to stop listening to it. Then she would ask you, what else should I listen to? What would you tell her?
Mm.
And she thought about it again. She said, I don't know. I said, okay, that's all I need to know. This is where we at, man.
Yeah.
This is where we at. So, because I even know back then with the Lil Kims and all that kind of stuff, you did have some sisters saying, hey, that's inappropriate. You can't do what I do. If I smoke, you can't smoke. They were on that back then.
Oh yeah.
Now they don't even have any rationale for this little stuff here.
No. Jake Zero. One thing I heard from folks was that R&B became too expensive production wise, and also the market was shrinking for demand.
Yeah.
I mean, you think maybe it's because the kind of bitch that's out here right now, the kind of woman, which I guess more gravitates more toward the bitch kind.
Well, I think
More bitches and hoes.
probably going to the industry where they didn't want to pay money anymore.
Yeah.
With getting all the studio set up, the bands, the producers.
Oh yeah, because you got to pay people like real instruments. Adds to the emotion of the music. So you have to pay. Musicians and artists to participate as well.
But what's crazy? The producer cut out all that stuff with the musicians. Sometimes shout out to R. Kelly. Most of the time, he did all this stuff on his keyboard.
Keyboard and synthesizer
and then this MIDI to, when he goes to
mixers.
the studio, he does the MIDI and just make sure that all programmed to these other things so it can mix right, and that and according to Jake, it just seemed like they didn't want to pay for that either.
Damn.
They want you to do everything, and if they like it, then the A&R person just say, okay, we'll sign you. And then too, if you see why a lot of people are uploading a lot of songs that they did, they want they want you to do all these likes and views. So your likes and views would be a reason for some of these A&R to consider you to be on their label. And that's some crap. All you gotta do is tell people, hey man, you don't have to buy my stuff, just put a like on my channel. So if you got like all these likes or whatever, and then the music sound halfway decent, you may have a record deal.
Oh shit.
Same thing with producing films. That's matter of fact, that's how what's her name? Issa Rae got into the game.
Oh, Awkward Black Girl.
Yeah, she did a lot of what do you call them? It's a word for it. Something video dramas, whatever it was. Yeah. Because somebody was asking me that too. You ever thought about uploading your songs? My issue is that people steal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and all the legal red tape you have to go through to, get it, make sure that people know that shit is yours.
Yeah, because I did 3 demos. I got them. What do you call it? Copywritten at the Library of Congress and everything. And it wasn't an easy and even if your stuff sounds similar to someone else, like if it's a bar that you kind of like borrowed or whatever to make your song sound good, they'll send it back to you, and then they'll cite whatever. Like if you threw a little something from like Rick James or whatever, and they kind of like filled in your music, they still consider that copywritten.
Oh,
Yeah, that's copywritten, so you can't mess with it, even if it's a bar.
oh,
Then you got to
oh,
start
okay.
all over again.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I said, F music, man. I ain't doing it. It's too much, you know. So it's kind of hard, man. I mean, I had to give it to the industry because let's just keep it real, man. See, people assume that okay, if you're talented and the industry can make money off you, then they'll sign you, right? That's what we assume. It's more to it, you know, because I think the artists back in the day, like our real famous pioneers, Ray Charles, as your Stevie Wonders,
Oh
they
yeah.
had the industry by the balls.
Yeah,
'Cause-
they were the bridge to the evolution
yeah,
of the
because think
music
about it.
itself. Yeah.
If I'm Stevie Wonder and I wasn't cool with Warner Brothers and I leave them, I can make somebody else rich.
Oh yeah.
They didn't want that. It's more like if you leave me, then you're destroyed.
Mm.
And that's how, you know, if you think about how Prince went out, wink, wink.
Yeah.
So Michael too,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know, because
And they still trying to destroy Michael from beyond the grave.
yeah, because again, if you are considered replaceable, then they don't. Then what? I mean, why they need you? You know what I mean? If you're replaceable, but like think about the demands that Ray Charles had with Atlantic Records and CBS Records.
Mm.
He was like, I want this, I want masters, I want this. Like, come on, Ray, you want all that? Okay, if you don't like it, I'm going. I said, okay, Ray, we give it to you.
I mean,
he
but
still made money off of that.
don't you think that Ray Charles' selling point was he a blind man that that can play the piano?
Well, he could play multiple instruments. He could play
Yeah.
country, western, jazz, hip hop, gospel. I mean, not hip hop. I'm sorry, jazz. Anyhow, he could play all these different things. But
Yeah.
the fact that he can do it without seeing,
Yeah.
and he could sing good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Very, 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 very talented man.
Writes compositions, and doing that while being on heroin.
Oh,
So how do you
ain't that something,
bro? How do you compete with that?
You
know?
can't. You
That
can't.
dude was king, and he had side pieces like left and right. The dude,
Yeah.
and he was
feel them wrists.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't let that one go. That's what I'm saying. They
That man
knew
cold. He cold, man. He couldn't see.
if he walked off and went and signed with some other people, they're gonna make somebody else rich. But the problem is, go ahead.
This man had side pieces and couldn't see who was following him.
Thank you. Thank you. And had kids, you know. So he was on it, man. You know, I think James Brown was that's why I understand why his children don't have his James Brown's life as a curriculum. Because this dude went from being poor to having bands that work under him, having his own production, had his own studios, had his own radio station. And he was pretty much maintained that for almost 50 years.
Yeah.
He just had the wrong chick. That's why he got arrested. And he got into some drugs. But other than that, this dude had the right idea.
That pussy is a powerful thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was beating on them chicks, man.
Yeah.
He was beating on Tammy Terrell when she was, what, 16?
Damn, Tammy Terrell is like the music business is punching bag. And I'm not saying that as a joke, but David Ruffin did it like that too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that those things though, that's the part that I kind of like wish that people get from our pioneers is their pathway on how they got to where they got, so we won't be
Yeah.
reinventing the wheel.
Oh yeah.
Because think about it, man. When we have these conversations about music, especially with these young cats, we can go into like all kinds of singers and stuff like that, and always go back to rappers. We'll talk about something like Marvin Gaye, Barry White, Teddy Pendergrass, and how Marvin Gaye made all those songs and how he was able to arrange things and do the instrumentals, whatever. And then some of the younger dudes say, "Yeah, man, but such and such had bars, man." And he was just like,
Jay-Z.
and Jay-Z was this. And I'm like, dude, we talking about Marvin Gaye and music and putting trombones together. Like, no, man, but it wasn't banging like the studios, man. And I'm like, bruh. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be gone in a minute. I
Yeah.
tried. Maybe I'm just looking at it from from these panels, but you already know we're talking from people from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
We got people. You're in Alabama or you're in Atlanta now.
Yeah.
I'm out here in California. Nobody ever told Chaos never told us where he is, but it's all good. But we got brothers from like different states,
Yeah.
but it's still somewhat of an indication of where we at. We're stuck. I hate to say it.
Yeah. It's over with. I mean, it's a good thing that music is forever. I mean, we don't. It doesn't go bad like food. At least it's we can always go back to our favorites. We it's not like there's some mandate that we have to deal with the shit that's being put out today. So thank God for that. At least.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something that, we just have to, charge that to that era. I don't think it's gonna come back.
You know what's so sad? I mean, the saddest part, this music put us on the map, dog.
Oh yeah.
People bow down to us because they are even this little simp music that we came up with in the 90s. You got K-pop and J-pop imitating this stuff.
Oh.
Got Koreans and Japanese people like emulating this stuff when we actually lived it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, that's why I like emphasize the importance sometimes of never ever undercutting our blackness for anyone, because people rip us off so fucking much to the point where why would you want to do that? Is no use in that. It's like we are a culture that is we are imitated. People steal our shit all the time. And I mean, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So, I mean, that's something I believe we should be proud of.
The only
People-
flattery that I don't like is when they try to erase our name off of it and put
Oh
theirs
yeah,
on there.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Like
oh
the
yeah.
hip hop debate about Puerto Ricans and black people and how much they.
Oh yeah, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
I'm like, dude, and we always reach out to every nationality when it comes to our art. Come on in.
Oh yeah.
Sing about. Remember, we had a joke about the "Go White Boy" thing. Go white boy, go white. We love when
Oh
white people dance to our
yeah.
stuff.
Oh man, it's like, and that used to be the shit that would piss me off, man, because it's like for our people, they'll accept that faster than anything.
Mhm.
Oh man, they finally like us. They look past their skin color to accept.
Yeah,
Like, fuck out of here. That's
because I'm looking at the dance part too. Like we have popping, like they call it pop lock it, but mainly popping. Because
yeah.
I dealt with the creator of locking and the creator of popping. They don't like when you say pop lock, but that's another thing. But because locking is the one where you sitting there jumping in the air, doing splits and wearing candy striped socks and big ass hats. That's locking.
Yeah.
Popping is more where you look like a damn robot. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of popping out here in the West Coast and probably some other areas is mostly Mexicans or Latinos. And when I've seen them in groups, I've seen no black people in their groups.
Oh, damn.
And I know they learn most of the stuff from us.
Oh yeah, yeah, they do. They don't or don't seem to ever want to give us credit for the shit they steal from us.
Yeah.
I'll say let's start doing stealing some of their shit, you know. But see, the
Well,
thing is,
I make some good ass Mexican food, but
yeah, I
I ain't trying
mean,
to steal.
I mean, we'll end up making it better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
but hey,
probably call
man.
it black tacos. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
Hey, man, but I gotta do this real quick. Hold on.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Damn.
Yeah. Somebody out there didn't like the framing of this conversation, you know.
Still, well, who did me? I don't even look at my dislikes at all, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's like that. It's like I don't want to see it. So,
Man, I mean, I don't care. I celebrate that shit. You know, I like playing that little video.
yeah, but the popping and locking, yeah, in Asian countries, man, they in that. And you know what? Look up. Forgot that dude's name, but there was a guy named Tony Yo. He's wearing some of my artwork that I did for Don Campbell. He's called Don Campbell. He's the one that created the locking dance. So he had me do some artwork for this dude in Japan. His whole group wearing my stuff on their shirts. And some other guy. They wear my artwork in these all Japanese groups doing locking. Okay.
Mm.
You know, I don't hear from them anymore. I didn't get no money from them. Because it was stuff I already had, and I just said you can use it. I wouldn't trip.
Oh, okay.
But they like I said, they like, but I did admire that the fact that they used a black man's image, Don Campbell, because it was his image doing dance, you know, the locking dance, stuff like that. But they put it on their shirts. So that part I did appreciate that. They didn't they didn't change his face and make him look like Mr. Mongolian or something and put, you know, they put a black man on their shirts.
Mm.
And shout out to LaShawn. He said, look, your D worth $1 because can $1. Oh, he's back at that again.
What does that even mean?
I think when he does lowercase, you can read it, but when he does all caps, it doesn't come out. I think that's what it is. Because he got something that says, remember, she valued her WAP, but we looking for 10 cents because no ain't worth $1 as for haha. What the hell?
I mean, that's what you call an edumacation.
Hickory dickory dock. No. That's our resident Dr. Seuss, huh?
Hey man, LaShawn, I read that little comment in the back chat too, man. I LOL'd it, but you didn't see that, so I just want to let you know if you can remember it. But I seriously doubt that. But
no, we just want to have some flowing conversation tonight.
Yeah, that's it, man. I mean, all the jumping in and trying to, you know, poop out some thoughts, man. Come on, it's time for that. It's just not then and there when someone else is trying to talk and, you know, come up with something to add to the conversation.
Yeah, because okay, you know, just for those people that like to jump in, if you're gonna jump in, make sure it's quick.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you might want, because you might be jumping in to kind of like second what the person said and then just move back and then have your thoughts ready. Because some people jump in and all of a sudden be a long ass run. And it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, and I mean, LaShawn is like, look, man, I don't mean to put you on the blast like that, man. I don't mean to be a jerk, man, but it's like your shit directionless. It splinters off into like a spider web of just jumbled thoughts, and I mean, I mean, if it's like Art said, if you were like kind of just making a point to second what the other person was saying and pulling back, yeah, it would make more sense to the conversation itself and to the viewing audience. But to like, you know, is to like just jump in and just throw the conversation off is like that's the shit that I'm trying to cut down on this channel. This kind of this get your shit off mentality. You know, get my shit off. You know.
Yeah. I don't mind a jump in every now and then, but it's like in mid thought, mid sentence, like all the time.
Like every time, like it's like the motherfucker got like a 23.5 second timer, and then just come in. Just
Yeah, because remember at one time BGS was like, "Is it me, Art, or why they keep cutting me off?" I was
no,
like, "I
it's
don't
not.
know."
It wasn't just you, BGS. Shout out to BGS. No, not at all. We all have experienced it. All
Yeah,
spades.
but
Said we
I don't, man. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, brother.
no, I said we create things and never take them seriously. Black Americans discard our crafts and other cultures pick them up and cherish our stuff. SMH. Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, just keep the flow and then stay with the topic that's up there. I know sometimes we drift off, but I try to bring it back and
Yeah.
make some connection to it because I know people in the chat just listen like, okay, where are they going with this? You know, what do you mean by this?
Yeah, because I had to learn myself, man. You know, I would try to talk about something and then I splinter off and talk about something else, and then I have to remember to stay on the path on the topic myself when I'm doing the 30-minute run, the hour run, the hour and a half run, and just I guess you can call a stream of consciousness. I have to remember myself what some of my topics are about, and I get that, but there has to be a level of coherency that goes with that shit. And when you come in and you jump like that, you make the whole shit look crazy. It's like, somebody come in on this part doing the live, somebody come in on your part, then I got the topic and something else, and then, it could be somebody new that's thinking about hitting that subscribe button. And then it's like, these motherfuckers around here sound crazy. Fuck that. Fuck you,
Yeah,
my algorithm. You know, but
that's
then you know what the funny part about it is?
Mhm.
Females say the same thing. That nigga be hooked. Oh my god! Thank you for saying that. But go ahead, Art.
She deep. But I try to avoid, dude. I try hard to make sure that women are not what do you call it, hanged on the cross when they come on my panels. Even if they're on some BS, I try to avoid that because, man, that's usually that sometimes people be in line,
Yeah.
like, let me get mine in. It's like, no, man, y'all have to.
Oh, you talking about the burn the strag mentality?
Yeah, when they come up, because
When
there's
they
some
show
that,
up.
yeah, sometimes they come up and sometimes they say a little thing. They don't know how we do things here,
Oh
you
man.
know, you know,
Man.
but at
Let me
the
tell you
same
something,
time,
Art. Let me tell you something, Art. I'm cool with some of these guys, but it's like when a woman comes up to the panel when certain guys are up here, these motherfuckers get a little bit too excited
bruh.
and run the woman off for fucking ever.
Yeah,
It's,
I mean,
it's
because I can understand there's a one chick or one or two chicks that kind of like do things on purpose, like poke at people, make them pissed off. I
yeah.
got that,
But
but
you guys got to understand, these women when they come to space, the dudes are gonna get triggered because say, "Oh, it's the gynocracy. She's gonna bomb us. Stop bombing us. Stop telling
yeah.
that talk about you, bitch."
So
Man.
far, if I bring like shout out to my Leo sister, that's probably between her and Asada and Fitness Mom. Them the only ones I know that they can bring up to where they can feel a little bit of temperature or whatever and determine if
Yeah.
they're going to stay or leave. Some of these other chicks be trying to, stick in with the fellas and duke it out. I'm like, no.
I say, you are a girl. You're not gonna win. Stop
Like,
it.
no. Because it's just like the
I gotta get my
barbershop.
word in. I gotta get my word in. I gotta talk.
And then they'll say something like, what they say? Who hurt you? You don't like black women.
Oh god.
You were
Shaming
a
tactics.
chauvinist or
The shaming tactics.
all of a sudden a whole bunch of people like, let me get in. Oh, she should have said it's like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like,
They're not gonna she's not gonna get away with saying that when I'm up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get her, man. So that's just like a real barbershop. If it was like that in a real barbershop, I would be the one to say, give me the keys to your car. Let's get out of here. Let's go. You can't stay here. This ain't good for you. I'll make sure she right in the car and that car, like, start the engine, go home.
Yeah.
I'll be the one to do that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now, speaking of Toya, man, when Toya first showed up, her very first panel on here, Man, I'm glad they didn't run her off because there were several guys up here, and it was just like I was trying to stick to the topic, but every time somebody else would have a turn, it would be like, well, I have a couple of things I want to ask her. I was like, okay, here we go. Go ahead.
Wow.
But I'm glad she was strong enough to stick it out, man. Really,
because they don't know what mindset some of the dudes been on. They probably broke up with somebody already. Probably had like
divorce,
no, listen, they
child support.
They got some
Right.
trauma. As say this, it's giving me trauma. What the?
And they probably got some things going on at the job where some chick is like it's a horrible bitch person.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they take it out on Toya or somebody else.
Yeah.
And they waiting for her to sound like the person on the job. And then as soon as she said one little thing, even if she says, "Oh, that music was fire." You said fire? Like me being fire. You said I'm fired? No, I'm just saying the music. No, you said I'm fired, huh? No. And then it gets all this like, dude. And then sometimes you kind of hear like, "Oh, let's not do this. Come on, y'all. Come on, let's chill. Come on, we grown ups, whatever." Because you don't want to be a referee too much.
Yeah.
These are grown ups. These are fathers. You know what I mean? These are.
I ain't gonna say who it was. But like one of the last time a chick was up here, I tried to get dude to calm down. Dude was like, "Man, no, black men have been told to shut up for too long," and I was like, "Bro."
The reverse.
I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
All my life, I have to fight. But I kill her.
Kill a bitch.
You told that bitch to beat me.
Man, but it's like when I first came to YouTube, man, and me and Donnie and Roger would get together on a panel on either one of our channels, and if we had a woman on the panel, a lady, a female, whatever label people with a vagina want to carry, they used to be just part of the conversation. It wasn't interrogation time. It wasn't let me handle all my problems with the opposite gender through this one person who didn't do shit to me and I don't know. I mean, the shit that with Jess, I mean, that shit turned out pretty horribly. I mean, but weren't they kind of doing her like that too before she revealed her evil intentions?
Well, I had to give it to Andre. He smelled a rat. Andre smelled a rat.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm not making any excuses for her. I mean, once you attack kids, like, fuck you, go to hell.
No, because when she was on some, give me some advice about my job type stuff, Andre was on her. He was on her, man. He kept sniffing out. I smell something, he was on her. And the thing is that, when you have people like that, you got to study them.
Yeah.
You got to figure out, because obviously we know the boom queishas, we know the chicks that be overbearing and out shouting people and blah blah blah, but we got to get the ones that are slick and conniving. We got to figure out, what kind of patterns that they usually do, because basically we hear about it, but it would have been good to at least give her more rope.
From what I hear, it's from past trauma in the space. Like, some of the women who became like kind of big, and like they're these anti-black man, content creators. They say they used to intermingle with the first phase of the manosphere, like Chrissy or Paris Milan, and they went on and got bigger, and their channel still exists. While a lot of the original manosphere channels, black manosphere channels, got struck down. So what it did was, for the next phases of the manosphere, is they some guys are overly cautious about women being here, but a lot of that is just I'm trying to deal, not me, but the person on the panel in particular is trying to deal with his out view of women in general, as far as how he got done and what his personal experiences were. Like he got worked over, and and I feel sympathy for guys like that who they have a child by a bitch, unfortunately, and then she takes advantage of the system or whatever. And these guys are still dealing with the hurt that came with that, because at one point many of these guys loved the bitch, and it's just, and that can do some shit to you once you put all your trust into something like that, and it doesn't work out.
Mhm.
So when they come to this space, and a lot of guys find this space, and the usual black man program, and it's like we said a little earlier in this stream, is like, we are bred to be men that our sole purpose in life is to impress the woman, to appease the woman, to pass our
Please,
audition for the
the
woman.
bitch.
Yeah, and once that can't be fulfilled, or you get screwed over in any way, because that's the thing that's not supposed to happen, and that you want some type of explanation for it. And every time a woman comes up and even speaks halfway, like she has uh
The
a,
soft
a
demeanor.
yeah, then it's interrogation time, and it's I don't blame brothers for uh some of it, because just to be cautious or whatever. But I mean, sometimes we gotta chill the fuck out, man, for real, because you can't put that on every one of them like that. And people like the ones that you mentioned, like Sadia Muhammad, and even
Famous
for
mom.
and even people like Toya, for real.
Mhm.
I mean, they prove that not every one of them deserves that treatment. And I mean, we're grown-ups, here. We're men. We're supposed to be the balanced, rational ones. And we need to start be exuberant of, such expectation. Or, is it gonna be true, what they say about us? Are we just a bunch of whiny ass men who, we just hate women, and we just want to, burn the strag and, take her down? Or are we gonna be sensible enough and make these conversations make them sound like they were actually worth something?
Yeah, and we gotta understand that when these sisters hop on these panels, I mean, all of them, they're not going to agree with everything. That should not
No.
be an indicator that that's a good panel of female panelists. You want some disagreement. You
Yeah,
want something
absolutely.
because you want to find out, okay, why do you disagree, and then how we make some kind of compromise. That's one thing I notice sometimes. Not just my panels, but some people just don't know how to talk to women.
No, they
You're right.
don't.
You're right.
Socially awkward.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, it's because I don't think it's on these who hurt you BS. It ain't about that.
It ain't about that. It's just
It's
that it's not a challenge that they give themselves in real life too often.
because you don't have to be trying to talk to them to try to cupcake. You don't have to do all that. You don't
Yeah.
have to be confrontational. You don't have to be any of that. Matter of fact, you got to talk to them like a woman, like we talking to men. When we talking to men, is sometimes a little abrasive, sometimes a little bit more,
Yeah.
coming from strength, upliftment. I think women have to be talked to a little differently. And if they want some upliftment, they would tell you, like, I'm having a bad day or whatever. They start probably trading notes about men, and then they come and ask you, and it's like, okay, I do what I can.
Yeah.
But when it comes to all this other stuff about you need to believe what I believe, you need to think the way I think, you got to agree with everything I say in
Yeah.
order for you to be a good woman. I'm like, wow, really?
What if I asked you to make a sandwich for me, and you've been at work all day?
Like, hop on one leg, bark
Yeah.
like a dog. Woof, woof, woof. I'm like, because I do appreciate a female thinker. A
Yeah.
female thinker. I just don't want to be competing intellectually with with someone that's supposed to coexist with me from their
Yeah.
feelings and my logic. The feelings and the logic are supposed to work together. You're not supposed to be at odds.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes that submissive shit can be sexy though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Because when you see and I guess, from my background, looking at my mom and dad going at each other, when you see like the chick fighting, because that's all she has, to be honest,
Yeah.
because she don't have the physical strength. So she use her emotions to try to fight. And most of the time, at the end, she'll lose, and then call the cops.
Mm.
Even if there's no touching. She'll just call the
Yeah.
cops because she felt like she lost. Because basically, that's an emotion thing going. But the thing is, the emotion is supposed to de-escalate the situation. So when you start doing that, the whole feelings along with the logic. I remember what my mom told me. She said as a female, she feels safe around logical men.
Uh,
That's what she told me. She
okay.
feels safe around logical men. It took me a while to understand that because she told me that when I was probably like late 20s.
Okay.
But as I got older, it made more sense.
Mm.
Because basically, if you're around logical men, then you can be yourself as a woman.
Yeah.
And that made more sense. And don't get me wrong, some women have logic too, but there's women logic and there's male logic.
Yeah.
Hell, there's women feelings and male feelings.
I mean, yeah, and in saying that, I would say I'm a man that does not expect a woman to think like me or act within the same logic that I act.
Yeah, because I look at it. Where, and I talk with Rogish about this too. And
Shout out to Rogish. Shout out to Rogish, the snooze kicker, by the way.
Yeah. And that's the one thing I have to keep reminding myself, that the female is a personification of the man's spirit. So whatever you feel inside, she is that physical presence. So if you're arguing with her, then you argue with yourself inside.
Uh-huh.
If you're
Yeah.
laughing with her, you're laughing with yourself, because there's something about that. She's pretty much that battery. So you kind of looking like your spirituality in real time. And so whatever, and then the thing is, think about it. Whatever she says, it can either piss you off or make you more motivated. Remember that whole thing where you playing, let's go with baseball. And you probably 10 years old. You hit, you with the bat, and they pitching the ball to you. You hit the ball, you start you run regular speed. There's two ways to make you go faster. Either your mom in the audience or the girl you like. So when you running, go, all of a sudden there's something in you just like, it's that battery, like I'm saying, that battery.
Yeah.
Hell, what about the dudes that fighting each other? More than half the time when dudes fight each other, because of what? A chick.
Man, I received one of the biggest knots on my head because of a chick that wasn't even my girlfriend.
Dude, why do you think that shit? Oh, go ahead.
Over someone who, fighting with someone who wasn't even her boyfriend. That's how jacked up it was.
Same thing. Me too. I got a dislocated arm because of that. But dude, they got cheerleaders. They got the chicks over there that in between the boxing matches hold the big old round 1, round 2. It's something about the woman that makes the guy move forward, even though we still running shit. You know what I mean? It's something in there.
Because you want to prove you alpha to her. You want to make her. You want to make her. A little, put a little moisture below the belt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why BGS was advocating. Well, he's still advocating for like all male schools, male only schools, or boys schools or whatever. Because when you constantly have girls in the class with the boys, his mind is not on his work. His mind is based on these chicks moving him in different directions. So sometimes he'll want to do a spitball to get her reaction. Once she gets like turn around and, boy, stop playing, he's like he. It's
that is it.
Yeah, it's something. Well, she has to get up and sharpen her pencil. He's kind of looking the corner of her eye like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of that where you have to know how to coexist with a being like that. because we talked about that on my show. Was it Tuesday? The whole thing is one thing to date, but it's another thing when you marry and live with them for a long time. So as you know, as a hubby, you know,
Yeah.
you got to find out how to coexist and still maintain your masculinity.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They will have your nose wide open and just it's like you'll be stew and pid. Like it'll be two separate entities combined to fuse, and it's just I don't know. And at the end of the day, you would think it was worth it, and then everybody just looks at you and shakes their head. You look at these guys talking about that evil bitch Keisha. My first black eye was like this Keisha person, man.
Yeah, because think about it. If you're going to have Keisha as the spiritual person, I mean, the physical personification of your spirit, that should tell you something.
Good Lord.
Dude, that should tell you something. It's like, wait a minute, this is me? I'm always around this kind of thing? Like, huh? And so you got to start saying, okay, well, if this keeps coming around, I got to do something different. Because this is not what I want. Because that's the thing. And I think, I guess I'm speaking from experience. I'm like, because I kept saying after my first divorce, I'm like, okay, I got to do something different.
Yeah.
I got to do something different.
The D word.
After I did that, I started attracting different type of women.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened. It was sort of similar, but it was a little bit more different, more worldly.
What after you were married the first time, did you get back in touch with your single self? That's what you're saying? For a minute?
But I broadened my scale. I went further. I went into the world rather than staying in these little pockets.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You increase your range.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That
makes sense.
So it's and that's the thing. I wasn't even looking. They were coming to me. That was the fun part. It's like, oh, okay. So that's the thing when you this sort of Kevin Samuel-ish a little bit. When you adjust, the way you smell, the way you dress.
Yeah.
Got to get in shape. Got to make sure your haircut's good.
Yeah,
got to make
absolutely.
Your words. Learn some languages. They come.
Because first impressions are every fucking thing.
Yeah. That's all it is, man. So when you break that down in that fashion, the Keisha don't exist anymore. Matter of fact, Keisha can't even stand you.
No. Yeah. Keisha stay her ass on her side of town.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. The reason why they don't like you, because they know they can't have you. Hate to say it, but you just got to keep it pushing.
Yeah, absolutely. But you do understand with B-dubs in general, they want to be liked by everyone. They get mad. They get mad when they'll get mad if white man that dates a black woman starts dating white women again. There's proof out there. So
shout out to Tim Scott. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow.
Tim Scott. Oh, okay.
Yeah. His Becky, him and his Becky are engaged. I think that's a way for him to be accepted as a VP candidate.
Oh God.
In my opinion. I think he's gonna get the nod on the head, on the show, tap on the shoulder for that reason. That's my prediction for him.
He be bucking. He be bucking the dancing. That's what they say.
Yeah, but I don't think he's in the women. I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't think he's in the women.
Yeah.
I think in that chick, I just don't see it, man.
Yeah.
And I think she just how they did Clarence Thomas with that with the Bush's cousin.
Oh shit!
I think she's that kind of setup.
She looked like somebody. She looked like a
she like Rod Stewart, like Rod Stewart the singer.
Jack Nicholson or somebody, man. Like for real, I had it like
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah, she did not age well at all. She did not age like fine wine.
Ooh,
no, she did.
She's like a pirate. Arr. She did a parrot on her shoulder
Hey, shit.
and a hook head. It's just-
Oh God.
yeah, but if we as brothers, we got to start understand. We got to for one, we have to really look at our value as men. I think that's the part that we don't do enough of. We got to shake off the single mom raised BS that we have on this how we conduct things, and we got to really shake that off. Because I can definitely hear it in most of these spaces, man.
Oh man. Yeah, just like I was saying last night, we kind of we're in a situation where we're like kind of made to be broken, but we don't break, and that's a good thing that most of us haven't broken based on our situation. And it's a thing to say based on what we deal with as black men on a day-to-day basis.
And think about. Go ahead.
Now whether it will whether it's in a professional workplace or whether it's in our personal lives, with some of us dealing with these hoes who we don't want to sing R&B music to no more.
That's what I was going to go back to, because the R&B stuff, bruh, it looked like it was totally catered towards single moms. All this shit.
Gosh, shoot, that's
all of it. I mean, that we're talking about. It's like, if you're a single mom, this music was all that for you.
So you have it, my baby.
Right. I'll wash your clothes, pay your rent.
I say shit. He's creating some lazy ones.
Yeah.
Some lazy entitled ones. Like,
yeah. I mean, I guess the late 80s was a crescendo, but I think that was a theme song to Single Mom. So all this stuff here, and then look at the late, was it the early 2000s all the way to now, is catering to the product of single moms. You know what I mean? And look what we got. We went from Lil' Kim to all that Sexy Red, all that stuff. So it goes
on steroids. Yeah.
Yeah, it's full circle, man. So I don't know where we're gonna go, man. Because I'm trying to pay attention to young ones or whatever, and should only got so much time with them because I'm about to retire in a few years. But
all right. Look at what LaShawn said in the chat.
He said, "I miss R&B. I would take care of baby mamas when R. Kelly songs." Oh man. Yeah, think about it. He was the standard of R&B, and he was just straight up. I mean, he was known. I mean, he's kind of known as a pedo. A pedo pretty much set the standard for R&B. I'm not saying that he put it this way. He's I don't know what, but mainly what they say about him is sticking to him being a pedo. And at the same time, he was a standard of R&B for the black community.
Oh yeah.
God damn it. You can't make this up, man.
Oh man. Let me see if I played this one before. Let me see if I can look up YouTube R. Kelly sing the national anthem. Cause it's like cause even on that live stream, myself and Donnie were talking, and we was like, R. Kelly is pretty much on us. Like, seriously.
He did the theme song for Space Jam for kids. You can't make this up. I Believe I Can Fly.
Yep, I remember that shit when I was a kid.
These were like, because I was teaching middle school at that time.
Oh man.
You say you was teaching middle school at that time?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Space Jam.
Yeah, salute.
I'm like, and I'm sitting there like, and we had the show Space Jam in the large auditorium for the kids. I'm sitting there. I walked out. I was like, I'm out of here, man. Because I could, and the kids were like singing the lyrics. I was like, oh shit.
See, we do complain about men and the fuck shit that men do. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the main talking point whenever we bring up, the ratchet shit that we don't hold other men accountable. But I just wanted to show y'all this real quick, or show you all this because
Well, real quick, brother Kev, what that is, man, what I see is that they just don't want you to talk about them creatures, period.
yeah, fuck is them. So
I heard
yeah,
that.
so yeah, let me go ahead and play this for y'all real quick. I mean, we knew all this stuff about this man.
Hopkins.
Fair use, by the way. Look at these people, man.
And he got cornrows. You can't make it up, man.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed. I'm so not impressed with R. Kelly, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, shoot, he got a huge following. Like, last time he appeared at a club around Chicago, hoes who killed R&B, they were holding up signs talking about "Take me, R. Kelly, take me hostage." Folks ain't got no shame, man. Especially this couple that was dancing in the ring.
I don't know, him versus him. I'd rather listen to LSG though.
LSG, that is good for you. But look at these folks dancing in the ring. They don't think they ain't talking about no damn LSG. They talking about some look at that. There you go.
Pedal groove.
He said pedal
Oh
groove.
shit, man. Oh, fucking crazy. Yeah.
Shout out to Sugar Shane and what's that dude's name? Oscar De La Hoya, because they were business partners behind this.
Oh man.
They put together Bernard Hopkins and I forgot the other guys that were fighting under their ticket. I mean, if you want to go black and brown, that was a true black and brown connection because they were in business together. Other than that, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, R. Kelly. we did that shit.
You know what's so sad about this, y'all? There were people that did way worse than R. Kelly. That's walking around, nothing happened to them.
Okay.
Way worse than him.
Toya the Tutor.
I believe it.
At Black Men Being Brutally Honest, please play this. Okay. I will go to it right now.
We trust her.
Oh yeah. Hells yeah.
That's my Leo sister.
Yeah, that's she's all right. Toya's something else entirely. And that's exactly what someone like me needs her to be. So good shit, But let me see. All right. Oh shit. Oh, hold up. Sorry about this. God damn it. Thing guess.
Yeah, I don't see nothing, bro.
Okay. Yeah, did y'all hear that?
No, I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear nothing either.
Oh, awesome. Good. So I guess this is a song, a rap song that somebody is actually singing. So let me go ahead and share the screen once again. I see you back there, LaShan. I'm thinking about it. All right, so shit. All right, so here we go. Oh shit, where's the sound?
Over there to your sound is off on the other side. The very other side where you at. Keep going right there.
Okay, all right, cool. Here we go.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Let the coochie breathe. Oh my God.
She look like she made some mean sweet potato pie.
Oh, she sure does.
Some
I
mac and
guess.
cheese.
That shit be the meats be seasoned.
She like she can fry some good ass chicken, some
Oh,
gravy. She like she can cook, man. Space. She got that cooking face.
Oh God. So whose song would this supposed to be? Sexy Red song?
I don't know.
Uh,
I think you said cooking face.
yeah,
Yeah, she got a
Sexy
cooking
Red.
face.
Rich baby daddy. Oh shit. Shit was
Yeah. She like cooked with some Mahalia Jackson in the background, making some greens and cornbread.
oh my God.
It's like,
Kev, one question. There was a video floating around of some chick getting bent over and someone eating the shit off her ass.
Man,
Is that sexy?
I don't know such video chaos ring. And
Yeah.
even if I did,
wow. Okay.
I tell you, man, we going straight to hell, man. When it comes to that, and then they're up here just taking the pictures and showing. I don't know they put it on IG or where they come from, but that's just fucked up right there.
Translator.
That's just fucked up.
let the coochie breathe. Yeah.
They let a lot of things breathe, D. Scott. A lot of things breathe.
That's it. Yeah,
Language.
Yeah.
When you know you saving me for later, we cool. Ha ha. Oh, okay. That was back chat stuff. I shouldn't have read that. No, I'm not saving you for later, nigga. Like, don't look, don't overestimate your self-importance. You know, and I make statements like that because I watched a lot of cartoons in the 80s. So yeah, had some cool dialogue. Shut up. Shut up, you infidel. Hey, I see Detroit 313 is in the building.
Detroit 313 in the building. How come we don't come up on these panels?
Yeah.
Because he be dropping bombs on what's his name? Red. What's his name?
Yeah, I ain't even say what's up to y'all, man.
Say Red who?
His name is Red Supreme. This is LA dude.
Oh, Red Supreme. Oh, that guy.
Oh yeah, him.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, he didn't give me no props when I got Tariq on his channel. That was
how y'all brothers been doing, man? Because
we've been keeping up.
Yeah, Ray, what's good, man?
Tell us the story, Ray. No, I'm joking.
The story is I am so proud of my weed man for coming with an awesome batch.
Oh, for real?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if I ever come through, I want to be introduced to your weed man.
Oh yes, sir. Yes,
all righty. All righty. Shout out to Chief and Sean.
Yeah, get shaggy with it.
Yeah, whatever that means. But it must be a Tennessee thing. But
no. Must be an Alabama thing.
Y'all got plenty of green out there. So
tell you something.
I got fertile soil in the South.
Yeah. I said been listening the whole time. Man, I got hungry than a motherfucker, man, and that's not good to eat around this time, you know. Yeah. I'm trying to get trying to work on my old man gains, you know. Shoot, it's different when you pass 45 and you lift weights than it was when you was just past 35 and 25.
You gotta take it slower now.
Yeah, it's on a whole new level then.
Man, you sound like you weigh about a whole good 160, 170, man.
Nah, bro. bro. No. I'm a little bigger than that. But I'm to the point where people call me Big Unk. Hey, Big
Big
Unk.
gun.
What's going on, Big Unk, man? Like, I ain't your damn uncle. But I don't say that. I don't say that. I just take it as a title of respect, because I'd rather not be, the old nigga. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like back in the day when my dad used to scream at dudes for playing their music too loud. I just kind of sit there now.
Yeah.
Turn that goddamn music down. Like, Dad, calm down. They gonna shoot at us. Like, damn. Like, let me be the go between. Okay, look, man, they older. Like, just kind of cut it down, man. You ain't got to play it for the whole neighborhood, man. For real. Y'all about to be out of here anyway. you know, just a I always act in a level of diplomacy. Hey, LaShane, you want to say something? You're mighty silent over there. Hey, man, off mute and everything. You protesting? Yeah, thank you. We need more of that. I'm sorry.
Let's see.
Yeah,
well, hopefully they get some things out of what we talked about, man, because what I do notice, a lot of younger folks talk about the good times or whatever, but it's usually when they were like 5 or 6 during our time. Yeah, maybe you got dudes that's like 30 or 35. Yeah, man, back in the day they had SWV and they had like Jodeci. I'm like, dude, you was what, 5?
Man, you was in kindergarten, man. Talking about she going downtown in kindergarten, man. If you don't get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit,
why you celebrating that? That's why I made that observation where they don't have anything. They don't have anything in the early 2000s where it could say, man, what R&B was out in the early 2000s that people just talk about?
Man,
the only music I cared about when I was 5 was Michael Jackson. Everything else was, other boy shit.
Man, remember that Bow Wow, man? That Fresh as on Me is.
Yeah, because didn't Michael Jackson his last he had like a somewhat of a neo soul type. I got that album too. I think what's that song on there? Butterflies was on that album.
Oh yeah, man.
What was the name of that album?
I know what album you're talking about too.
This is over 30 years ago.
Oh hell no!
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was like early 2000.
Yeah, early 2000.
Like 2001.
And what you call it?
You Rock My World was on there.
What you call it? Remade that Floetry.
Floetry, yeah, I remember that.
I think didn't she write the song for him? I think I'm not sure. The stuff like that, but even as good as that was, people don't talk about that stuff.
Man.
That's why I was saying a lot of people don't have anything to cherish from the early 2000s. The only thing they can go to is hip hop.
Yeah, so like Jay-Z, to Nas and AZ and all them. Like I never like AZ, but yeah, you're right though.
Tonight. Yeah, they don't. Here we go.
So sporty thieves.
Yeah, so we got all these things, man. That I don't know. I mean, it's up to the young folks to at least make their generation more relevant.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they got to start. Got to start finding things to stack on, and then don't look for our validation either. That's what these got Invincible. That's what it was. Go ahead, Kat. I'm sorry.
Who is Super Nifty Susie? One. Somebody, hi family. I lost my job.
That's Jess.
Oh, sorry.
Or that could be suicide.
That sucks for you. Like, hi family. Can I join the panel? I don't know if I want somebody up here that attacks kids. I'm sorry.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me check this channel.
Hey, you can get up here. You can get up here if Andre say you can get up here.
Yeah.
Andre,
When you bring him up here, verify. Well, you know what to do, Kev. I ain't gonna.
you want to apologize to everyone. I mean, if you want to apologize, man, I'll let her up for a second.
But wait, make sure the thing blocked first, you know, before you.
Okay.
Apologize to create a door opener to possibly create new beef.
All right. All right. So, I mean, should I give her a chance?
It's your part.
Only block her if she's being disrespectful on the panels in the
Hey,
chat.
I mean,
yeah.
attacking a kid though. I mean,
God bless you, man. God bless you. Go ahead.
all right. All right, Jess, what you got to say?
I'm here to apologize to all of you on the channel or on the panel, and I just want to apologize.
Most importantly, apologize to Andre.
Correct. I'd like to apologize to Andre. I don't see you here, but if you listen to the playback, I want to apologize to you too. I didn't mean to disrespect you. I enjoy listening to the panel because I get a lot of insight, and I just want to say that I'm sorry.
What are you
Sincerely.
apologizing? Okay, what are you apologizing for exactly?
For being disrespectful, for attacking Black men. You know, I understand this is a space for you all to come and talk about like things in the community and like how to make things better. And I apologize for coming and being hateful. And I apologize for being disrespectful. I'm sorry.
Disrespectful to whom, though?
Just everyone, Andre, just throwing the streams off with like weird questions or like commentary. I just
I
want
mean,
to.
I get that in general, but I'm gonna tell you the truth about me. If you go back and forth with one of these guys, I don't give a fuck. Like they're grown ups, but a child, like that's the thing that pissed me off. I don't mess with kids like that. We're all goddamn adults. Like once you do that, to me, that's a red flag. It's even a shocker to me to even bring you up here after that. But I gave you a chance.
Yeah, and it was disgusting. It was not. There's no words to explain what I did, and I apologize. I think for me, I've been very frustrated with Andre for quite some time. Um, and I think I just reached a breaking point, which is there's no excuse. I'm sorry.
Breaking point for a kid, though. That I'm talking about a kid.
I understand.
Your breaking point is a child.
No. There's no excuse for what I did.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There's literally no excuse.
You goddamn right.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so you apologize.
Correct.
Okay. Anything else?
That's just what I'm doing. It's just apologies to everybody on the panel, everybody listening to the playback, everybody in the audience. I apologize if I've come here and I've messed up streams or thrown it off. I'm sorry. From now on, when I'm here, I'll be respectful. So that's all I have to say.
What do you hope? What do you hope to gain by coming here? That's I would say, because I mean I usually don't let this kind of thing slide. It's almost like racism for me. Racism is definitely a deal breaker when it comes to white folks. So, what do you come here for? Why do you listen to these streams? Why do you come around Black men?
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm a Black woman and I enjoy the conversations in this channel. Obviously, I probably won't be joining the panels, but I will be listening from the audience because it's just interesting topics you guys talk about.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, we heard what you had to say, and
Okay.
is considered. I'll say that.
Okay. No
All
problem.
right, but
Okay.
for real, we don't say anything about children. Period. That's with a man. I would eliminate that motherfucker for some shit like that. The fact that I even let you on here to say that says a lot about me, and I hope it ain't negative. So, all right,
Okay.
all right, okay. Well, that's it. You know, you say you're gonna be listening from the audience.
Yeah, I did also have one other question.
What's the other question?
I know I mentioned in the channel or the something about jobs and everything. Like this panel, all of you guys are very educated and like have your own business, like just have doing a lot of stuff. This week is going to be really big for me. Um, I'll be laying off close to 500 people,
Okay.
and I'm feeling just a little anxious, a little antsy, and a
You're
little
laying
on
off
the
500 people.
yeah.
How are you? You're in charge of 500 people that you got to lay off.
But didn't you say you lost your
You lost
job?
your job.
I meant to write that I'll be making a lot of people will be losing their jobs. I didn't write that correctly in the channel, but I'll be laying off 500 people, and I just feel I'm anxious. I'm just anxious. That's all, and wondering if anybody on the channel or the panel has had to deal with terminating lots of people before.
Okay, I'm gonna answer this one question.
No problem, and I'll jump.
Yeah. I'm back in the day. Uh, I opened a restaurant as one of the managers, and the process, yeah, I had to go through a process of elimination. So, yeah, I fired about 30, 40 people in like 3 months, and most of them were assholes. So, I mean, laying somebody off, getting rid of jobs, the people who don't anticipate it, that shit has the shit looks fucked up looking on the outside. I mean, it could be company downsizing, but to have that responsibility on yourself to do that shit, I hope you know what you're a part of. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I hope you understand what you're a part of. So, okay, all right, Jess. All right, it was okay. Thank you for coming up and saying what you got to say. All right, all right. See you around. All right, cool. Back to business.
Back to bro time.
I'm surprised Andre didn't come up.
That's all good. But
He's
I
like,
mean, it's gonna take me some time on her. I mean, if
Ye-
she's truly sincere, she'll show it. If she don't, I mean, like I said, I don't want to be ambushed with some shit, like, and then I done just took the time to listen to her. But it kind of like I said, I look at people funny after kids come into it. But she apologized, so hey.
Andre said that but you need to perform a cleansing ritual on this damn panel, boy. He said it's tainted now. Just tainted.
Yeah, but it's
got
been damn.
limits. Yeah,
Yeah,
she got limits now.
yeah, it's been damn near 3 hours. So, all right, guys, time to wind it down. But let's go around one more time. Who exactly killed the R&B music mentality?
Oh, I go with the industry. The industry, I would say the industry found ways to redefine what what we like as music, and then once they found a way for us to redefine it, then basically they were the ones that were setting the trends more than we were.
Yeah,
They were putting all the different thought patterns and things like that. So instead of us doing things on our own and coming up with all kinds of routines in the garage and all that, we we started doing things based on the devices that they gave us and hope that we got picked or selected.
yeah.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Oh, you were finished, or
Yeah, that was it.
okay? What about you, Ray? How do you answer this question? Who
I'll
killed the R&B music mentality?
I'll say what Brother Art Newstall said was spot on. You know, and I also include the just feminism and the simpery. You know,
Hmm.
and man, you know, just awaken. You know, from all over, and just seeing it. Yeah, it's not on no jacket ass shit. You know what I mean? And none of that. So yeah, but that's about it, bro.
Okay. What about you, LaShawn? You done protesting yet? That man said, "I will not say anything." How
Damn,
dare you?
he cut me off again. God dang it.
Chaos Rain.
Many elements that killed it. And I really, personally, I think what really put a dent in it is when they start bringing mumble rap into the
Oh Lord.
biz.
Mumble rap.
And
Oof.
once, and think about it, it was always another plan anyway to remove the more softer side to Negro's psychology by eliminating music that had feeling and had substance. I mean, I still hold firm from 70s and probably longer 70s till around mid 2000s, not 1999, because there were some songs that were there like Faith Evans and some other people that sing songs, and some dudes probably did some songs too. Just as the mid 2000s, I think it started to change, and it's really intentional because they know it's with keeping this music up, it's gonna have a different adverse effect psychologically to people that are growing up. If you play just constant murder, kill, and mumble rap, or those type of low level music that have no substance,
Panda.
it conditions them to engage in perversity and degeneracy, as we see now, as I said earlier in the stream. That's all.
All right. Okay. All right. So I guess I'll go ahead and go on since, everybody, thanks for coming up and, participating in the panel once again, especially the Art Newstall. You added so much to this convo, man. Just appreciate it. But what killed the R&B music mentality is probably this modern day BS. I mean, it's just, I think that people at different times were just built different. And I could have came up here and I could have blamed women up and down around the world all day, every day. But yeah, sometimes they are to blame for stuff. But I think that we had a little bit of something to do with it too. I mean, as it was sort of tainted as well because of, like we said, we brought up the whole R. Kelly phenomenon.
Mhm.
And and I mean, like, once you look back on that, you can really see how jacked up that was. And so we have, since music quite frankly to me is forever, and it is one of the most universal languages that is out there. Is always good to go back and reminisce on times where the music was actually good. And in that way, it'll never die. Even if the artists themselves are dead and gone themselves. I mean, so wherever your mindset is, I mean, that's the music living within yourself. But as far as like, crooning and singing outside of windows and getting on bended knee, baby, 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 please. Them days gone. Them days them over
Oh
with.
man, I'd say, man, dude, the first day, man, at this one job, dude. Oh man, I seen a guy, forklift driver, giving sweet nothings to this one chick, and while he's talking to her, he having R&B music playing. I'm like, he had R&B music playing from his phone while he was talking to her.
All
I'm
right.
like, are you serious? But yeah, but go ahead.
Hey, LaShawn, I don't have you muted, man. You got yourself muted some kind of way. I mean, check your equipment. You know, put down the Mad Dog 2020, and just look at your shit, bruh. Like, yeah. We, it's that kind of environment from now on, y'all. It's, but anyway, yeah. Thanks for y'all for coming through, man. I mean,
Thanks for having us.
yes, and
Yeah, man. Thanks, bro.
yeah, no problem, man. You took your time out to support your boy, so I appreciate that. Yeah,
Yeah, because a bunch of y'all motherfuckers was live today. Excuse my language, sir.
No. I mean, I've used some potty mouth words myself during the broadcast. So Ray, you didn't do anything, bro.
Yeah.
That yellow dollar sign on my monetization was coming anyway. So okay, that's it, man. It's time.
I was want to tell you too. Like on your when you had your Cash App posted up above, I think it was like last stream or maybe a video you did. But the letter it was like white and green, light green colors. It was kind of like a little bright, basically a little tad bit too bright.
Oh, you talking about this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. You saying I should remake that, make it a little bit more? I mean,
visible. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the feedback.
Yeah. Just to give you that.
All right. And for those of you who are watching, that is my Cash App. So if you want to help me buy a sandwich or, help further my quest to optimize my media presence on YouTube to strengthen the black man's voice, you can, throw me a little something too. But
Black man.
Yeah, for the Black Men Media all day.
Shout out to the chairman.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So that's it for now. We're done here. Really appreciate everyone. Appreciate the chat. Yeah, and again, a special shout out to the Replay Gang. Okay, so please comment Replay Gang if you're watching this separate from watching it in real time. And I'm out. Just be here for Reaction Wednesday, where I will be reacting to the exchange between Young Ripper 59 and Jody's Corner. That shit is fucking hilarious, and I hope to see y'all for Reaction Wednesday. So, okay, that's it. Long live the habitual line steppers, and Kev we trust. And have a great week, people. When you don't give up, you win. Live long and fucking prosper. All right, peace out.
Peace.
Peace.